a free booklet and DVD full of handy hints, tips and tutorials to help you get started with your new Jewellery Maker hobby.
You can now keep in touch by liking Jewellery Maker UK on Facebook. Get interactive with Jewellery Maker.
The early bird catches the worm. Don't miss out on your chance to grab our amazing early bird offers at 9 AM on weekday mornings. Catch them while you can.
You can now watch clips from Jewellery Maker on our YouTube channel. Get interactive with Jewellery Maker.
Do you want to be a part of Jewellery Maker? Do you think your creativity can help inspire others? Then why not get involved and send us your ideas? All you have to do is go to our website or use our catalogue and select up to 10 components. We will then get one of our guest designers to make up the jewellery from the products you have selected. Send your suggestions to chosenbyyou@jewellerymaker.com and we'll do the rest. If your ideas are selected, we'll send the made-up jewellery to you.
Hello, very good morning to you and welcome to Jewellery Maker. I hope that you're going to stay in with myself and our guests this morning because it is absolutely pouring cats and dogs out there. Every morning that we've woken up together, it is just rain, rain, rain. So what we need to do is stay in, make beautiful jewellery together and have a nice cup of tea, quite frankly. So that's all I want you to do this morning with myself and my guests here on Jewellery Maker. I'm here with the delectable girl herself, the gorgeous Linda, and she's looking an absolute vision in coral red. Look at her. There she is. This is beautiful. That's such a lovely cheery colour.
It is.
It's
you
just gorgeous.
This morning when I looked out the window at 6 o'clock, I thought,
likewise.
Put me party gear on.
Likewise. We need a bit of sunny colours, don't we?
Colour we do.
How are the twins?
They're doing really, really well. We're hoping to get them by the end of the week.
Ruby and Lily, is it? Lily, Ruby.
Yeah, they're doing really, really, really well.
Bless their hearts. Right, so Linda's with us today and we've got 3 brand new fantastic kits. Shall we have a quick look at our fantastic kits and then I'll introduce my guests. So let's have a look at some of the kits because Gemma's already wearing a few of Linda's, I'm already wearing a few of Linda's pieces today as well. Our first new kit is very accessible for the new buyers amongst you and the gorgeous regulars. Now, it's an interesting mix and actually Linda's beautiful jewellery, she's gone down 2 very different routes with the styles. Absolutely gorgeous. In fact, I don't know if you can capture this, Tom, but here on Gemma, she's wearing one of the pieces. We like to dress her up now, you see. I felt sorry for her because she was naked every day on the show. So there we have one of Linda's beautiful pieces from the kit and just really fresh and gorgeous looking there. We've also got our second kit, which is a real chocolate orange delight, and just one of Linda's designs. There is this beautiful necklace that Linda has made. Shall we have a little look at that one? It's the orange and the chocolate browns. The second new kit of the day. Don't ask me the names. I'll have to go to that when you get there. The dance hall. Who? Dance hall? Dance floor!
Really
Nearly. Oh, Deanna, you'll know. I like this. Just don't get the names. Dance floor. I know what the third one is. Because I'm wearing a piece of the jewellery. Look at this. This is our high-end kit, Berkeley Square. That I do remember, and I do remember what's in it because I'm very taken with the high-end strands. We've got the rhodonite, we've got the peridot, and we've got the wonderful, wonderful tourmaline, where no 2 gems are ever alike. Just incredible, beautiful, beautiful gems there. So there are 3 kits today. I will be bringing you an early bird special, but we're not alone because it's Sunday and we like to see your designs and we like to see what you're about. So I have 2 beautiful guests with me and they are Michelle and Rachel. They are a mother and daughter team. I'm going to go and say hello, and you've come all the way from Chester.
That's right, Fiona.
Yeah, but you didn't come down this morning.
No,
you're very low there, my darling. I think we need to crank you up. Can you see this little... There we go. Can you see this? If you just give that a crank... We'll have a go at that later because I think we're going to lose you. You might, I don't know if you'd like to be a little bit higher, but we'll sort that out, my darling, because you're down there. I can barely see you. So, how long have you been watching or making jewellery, Michelle?
I've been making jewellery about 3 years now.
Right.
And I found gems about just over 12 months ago.
Right,
so,
okay.
Ever since then.
You've been watching and
been staying with you.
And can you see some of Michelle's beautiful, forgive me for pointing at you, but the amazing, let's see this wrist as well, because your gorgeous cuff bracelet, I just want to steal. I mean, just look at that. How fabulous. Isn't that gorgeous? And the bracelets, they do some amazing wire work. We realised straight away, I mean, Linda saw these girls are going to be into the wire work straight away. Isn't that beautiful? So for about 3 years, but with us for about the last year.
Yes.
And what brings you to Jewellery Maker? I mean, what brings you back to Jewellery Maker?
I think it's mainly the variability in the gemstones that you offer, and you can get everything all in one go without having to go from site to site, and obviously the prices are excellent.
Fabulous, fabulous. And your daughter is involved in Jewellery Making as well.
Yes.
This is Rachel, everybody. And Rachel, please again, would you mind showing the wrists, because your bracelets are beautiful. It was like a magpie drawn to it straight away. Look at those. Absolutely gorgeous. And the pearls on the other wrist there as well. Just so, so pretty. What do you like about jewellery making, Rachel? Can I ask you?
I like the different designs like people make, because like sometimes I'm stuck for ideas of what to make, and like the designers make amazing jewellery that can inspire me to make my own.
Wonderful, wonderful. Well, I'm hoping we're going to inspire you further today. And we've got some incredible kits here. Are we going to show these now, beautiful? Yeah, we're going to show you what we're going to give you, obviously, because this is what you've got to work with the whole few hours with us. And this is a kit. This is called Hug P80. And I know you already like this, Michelle, because we've already had a look together. It's called Turkish Delight. And, well, I'm quite taken with these large orbs. These are incredible, aren't they? These beautiful gems. We've got amethyst in there. We've got Chinese jade. And I believe it's our agate. Am I right? OK, I'll get some statistics up for you in a moment. So, of the large faceted 2 centimetre rounds, you've got 750 carats, 140 carats of the amethyst puffy hearts, and 120 carats of the fuchsia agate small nuggets. Now, Michelle, what do you like about the jewellery making? Because you've been doing it for over 3 years now, and I know why you come back to us here at Jewellery Maker, but what do you enjoy about the jewellery making? What aspect of it is it that you like?
I think because I've done crafts for over 10 years, and I started off on card making and glass painting, and then by accident I found jewellery, and ever since then I just like the different techniques that you can do, the different looks you can get. You don't have to go to, you know, a high street store and see that your jewellery you're wearing is actually everybody else is wearing the same, so it's unique. So for me, that encompasses everything. I like something different. It offers me the challenge of making something, and you know, that's the way I like to sort of progress with things and do the chainmail, do the wire wrap.
And try the different techniques.
It sets the mood that you're actually working with.
And would you encourage anybody new out there to start with us today, you know, for instance, with a kit like this?
I would, because it provides everything you need to start off with. And then if you want to add to it, you can go to the website and you can get all the additional, you know, sort of components and everything that you need. But also it gives you the tutorials, and Linda, whoever's on, is actually very good as well, because they show you what you can actually do with the jewellery as well. So you're not sort of on your own, this is a family, and that you progress at your own speed. There's nobody forcing you to say that you've got to be able to do that. It's whatever you feel fit with.
Lovely, I couldn't have said it better. Michelle, can you come again? Can you be here every day, darling? Honestly, I didn't prime her or anything. She's just totally your point of view, and I'm glad that you really enjoy it. And we would really encourage new people to take part today as well. And the reason we're showing a kit is this is obviously what Michelle is going to work with today, but also in a kit what we like to do is encompass everything you need to get started. So yes, I'm showing you 3 incredible gemstone strands here, but we also have the silver findings in there as well, and this is what the girls will be working with today. The head pins that you can see are all 925 silver, the shepherd hooks, the crimp beads, the bolt ring clasps. We give beading materials in the kit such as the monofilament, the beading thread and the elastic. And this is all included in the jewellery kit called Turkish Delights. Now, these might all sound like entities, different components. You might recognise the amethyst. You might actually really love the look of these cracked agate faceted rounds. But think to yourself, well, how do I get started? Or maybe you were a card maker like Michelle. You're very creative in the kitchen, or maybe not at all. But what we do here at Jewellery Maker is work with real gemstones, and as Michelle said, really trying to encourage people to start a new hobby, to feel like they're progressing at their own speed, to make beautiful jewellery, as Michelle said, you know, rather than go to the shops, you know, you've got the satisfaction of making it yourself, and progress at your own pace while watching our designers, you know, sharing ideas. And that's really what we're about here every day. We're a one-stop shop for your jewellery making. Now, do you like the kit?
I do.
You like the kit?
Wonderful.
Love the colours. I love the colours.
Oh, yeah.
So this is have we got a price point, honey bun? Now we've got some, they're big, aren't they?
They are.
Big and beautiful.
They are. A lot you can do with them.
Oh, I can't wait to see your designs. Now everything is in this kit for $21.95. And you've got the genuine amethyst there, don't forget. They're puffy triangles, but to me, the eye sort of makes them look like a heart. I don't know why that is, but they've kind of almost got that essence. And then you've got the lovely nuggets. That's a bright, saturated, vivid, hot pink, isn't it? So $21.95. Even if you're unsure right now, we can write down that code, HUGP80, and order that, because it's 1 P&P, not just, well, it's all day now because it started on Friday. It's for the whole weekend, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, because we've got our evening show tonight between 5 and 9 as well. So, you know, this show gets repeated when we end at 1, the live show. So you can watch the techniques again. We've got techniques on our website. As a new buyer for the first time, we'll give you our free DVD and our booklet, which has those one-on-one tutorials, those very basic step-by-step techniques if you're unsure. Or you may work with a friend or a partner or a daughter who will actually show you how to get started. And I always think this kind of a kit, this beautiful kit, and with our free tutorial and DVD, it gives you a lovely new hobby, a lovely new introduction to something perhaps you may not have thought you could do or wanted to do, and at the end of it, you've got beautiful jewellery, haven't you?
You have.
Yeah.
You have.
So, we didn't just stop there, though, with this fantastic kit. We've also given you some other goodies. So, again, we'll be talking to the girls and seeing their designs and their ideas. 'Cause it's amazing when you give, I don't just mean mother and daughter, but two people the same kit and the different ideas that, you know, that people come up with. So, this is a 3-strand pack of pearl. Is it, or is it? No, it's a 3-strand pack of the pearl and the hematite. I recognise it because I love it. You've got the shell, a lovely silver dove grey. You've got the peacock potato pearls, these are real pearls, and you've got the hematite rondelles. It's a gorgeous 3-strand pack. Have you worked with these sort of shapes or gems before, Michelle?
I have, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're great to work with because they're very versatile in shape, and obviously the colours will go with anything as well. So.
Do you swap ideas? Do you work together, or do you do it separately? Or?
No, we tend to work together.
That's nice. Oh, that's lovely.
We'll sit there for hours on end, and the husband at home, and Laura. We said we'd say hello to Laura.
Hello, Laura. And what's your husband?
Dave.
Dave, hello Dave. We're looking after them. They made it safely. It was yesterday you came down.
It
really,
was,
wasn't
yes.
It? Yeah. You didn't want to come down in the awful weather this morning.
Oh,
Goodness
gosh, no,
me.
no.
So they're here, safe and sound. I hope he's got the. I hope he's recording it.
He is.
Your big debut.
He is.
Yeah.
That's
Dave, I'm giving you a big reminder there. And Laura, is this your other daughter?
She is. She's
How old's
9.
Laura? 9.
She's
Laura.
9.
Hello, darling. Good morning. Good morning. Right, we've got the 3-strand pack. So, any ideas in terms of working with these? Are you going to mix it up a little bit?
I think I might mix it up a little bit and see what comes out.
Because you're a wirework girl,
I'm a
aren't you?
wirework girl.
Yeah. But I can hear from what you've told me that, you know, you try the techniques as well.
I do. I mean, I do
Chainmail, I can see.
chainmail. I do
Yeah.
chainmail. Yes. I pretty much have a go at anything.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, it's never wrong.
Yeah.
You know,
That's
it's
it,
what
is it?
it's
No,
what
there's
you
no right
make
or
of
wrong.
it. There's no right or wrong.
Yeah.
So somebody can say, oh, it looks rubbish, but it doesn't. It's what you've made of it, and it's
Exactly.
what you see in it.
Exactly.
Which is never wrong.
Absolutely, absolutely. And we've got a great price point on this 3-strand pack for you as well this morning. It is a mere $11.95. You've got that fantastic hematite, which is just, it's glistening here in the studio, isn't it?
It
And then
is.
the shell and the potato pearls there. Mix that in with the dark or the bright, oh, I mean the pop of that pink. Oh,
Wow.
look at that. Beautiful. With that hematite from the Turkish Delights kit. And that's a free phone number if you're watching right now, or if you're thinking, actually, I'll write down these codes and I'll just watch a little bit more. That's fine. But regulars will already be there jumping on that. Now, we're also going to give you some blue tiger's eye. Do you like the tiger's eye, Rachel?
Yeah, that's my favourite stone.
Oh, is it your favourite? Oh, this is perfect. Your favourite stone. Why do you like it so much, my darling?
Because I like the chatoyancy on it, and it goes with anything. You can put it with any colours and it just goes.
The chatoyancy is really the key, isn't it? It's just beautiful. What do you love most about making your own jewellery?
I like to show all my friends because they're like, wow, that's really good. And like some of them get involved as well.
I was going to say, have you managed to get anybody else involved?
Yeah, some of my friends make jewellery too.
Do you show them techniques? Do you work together, or do you just share ideas?
We just share ideas.
Share ideas. That's lovely, because it is a very inclusive hobby, isn't it?
It is.
You can do it on your own, of course. It's very relaxing, but you know, it's nice to. We were talking earlier with Linda and saying, about how you have the Tupperware parties or various parties that are themed the makeup parties. I know there's a lot of our lovely viewers as well that do the jewellery making parties, and whether they make a bit of jewellery that their friends can buy, or really they just want to share techniques and share ideas or get together and watch the show. It's just a very inclusive hobby, isn't it?
It is.
It's fun.
It is. The more you share, the better.
The more you share, the better. Exactly. That's why our Facebook family is so good as well. If you ever want to find our Facebook page, put in Jewellery Maker in the well-known website, and it'll bring up and loads of people like Michelle and Rachel share each other's ideas, become friends. Groups meet up as well. So a very inclusive hobby where we like to share the ideas, and we'll be sharing with you today the ideas that Linda has for a jewellery making, and Michelle and Rachel. So the tiger's eye is Rachel's favourite, and let's give you a fantastic price point. They're 10mm, and the chatoyancy there is what Rachel was talking about. That beautiful, it's almost like an eye opening and closing there. That beautiful eye of that bright azure blue, that cobalt blue. You can really see it on the close-up there, and it should just glide across the surface. It's not stuck in one position. As the light hits the roundness of the gemstone at different angles, you're going to see that glide around and move, and that just tells you it's the real McCoy. $8.95 for that precious pseudomorph, that beautiful crocodilite in the tiger's eye there, giving you those bright blues that glide over the surface. A bargain. And I think the only other thing to add are these silver flowers. Now you've got 10 and you've got 5. That seems a bit mean, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does a bit.
I'm only checking, Deanna. Is it 5 that you get in the pack? 10. You get 10. Okay, we need to find another 5 for you.
Oh, thank you.
We get 10 of these in the pack. I've just got 5 in my hand right now, but you do get 10. And they're a lovely silver spacer, aren't they? 925 silver spacer, with a fair size hole in the middle for your threading, for your beading threading. You get 10 in the pack. Lovely detail. They look like sort of like an orange with the segments, don't they? Do you prefer, both of you wearing the gold colour, do you prefer silver or gold or rose? You've got rose gold on you there.
I like both.
Yeah, you like both?
I like both. And I think you mix the colours up and it doesn't matter. It gives its own unique feel. So gold, silver, it doesn't really matter. That's what your preference is.
I'm like you. I don't mind. It's whatever I'm working with at the time, or certain with certain colours. So 10 in the pack, and this is the last piece in our conundrum for the girls. $7.95, and that's for 10. So they're working out 79p, 79.5p each, and that is 925 sterling silver. And I find like pieces like this, they really add that essence of luxury to your designs. Would you agree?
They do. They give it a different feel and a different look, because it breaks up the gemstone, and obviously it gives it that different texture to it as well.
Beautiful. Linda, what do you think to what we're giving the girls today? Do you like the Turkish delights? And
I was really jealous. I just caught that hematite and the glint.
Oh, and the 3 strands.
In my eye, and I thought, why haven't I got that?
Well, I've got some. I know you're already working with it because we're going to come over to your challenge in a moment, but you have got a lot of strands there, to be honest.
Yeah, I certainly have. Yeah, I'm very jealous of the girls today. They've got some gorgeous, gorgeous gemstones.
That Turkish delight. I mean, you can see the colour from the room.
It's just really nice and vibrant. And beautiful. I would say, actually, because of how attractive it is, it's going to be quite easy to work with. because it is so attractive, isn't it?
It is. It's very bold, and mixture of colours is great.
Very pretty. Very pretty. So this is what we're going to give the girls today. They can start working. I've got a stool round here. We can give you that stool because if this one is just this collapsed one on the floor, because I want everybody to see you, darling. You're beautiful. So we're going to talk to the girls and come up with ideas. But the text messaging service today, the text messaging, subject, is what brings you back every day to Jewellery Maker? What's the one thing? Is it the techniques? Is it seeing the product? Is it finding out something new? Is it or as a new jewellery maker, what brought you to us? And we've already had a nice good morning, girls, from Pat in the West Midlands. Good morning, Pat. Very good morning to you. So let us know on 60777, if you start your message, JM Studio, what brings you back to Jewellery Maker every day? And we'll read out those text messages. Now, I've also got Fee's secret package. And we'll do that. What you've got to do is guess, basically it's under the desk, you've got to guess what I've got. Okay, yesterday it was a 3-strand pack and I gave it away for free to the first person who texted in. So you can text in at the same time and guess what Fee's secret package is, and then as soon as I get the first person to get it right, they will get it absolutely free. And that's all I'm saying. I'm not, because I'm terrible, I blurt it out. I'm not gonna give it away, Michelle, you can't make me. Even for a chocolate biscuit, I won't. So I'm gonna give you that absolutely free, the first person. So text in and say, what brings you back to Jewellery Maker, and also what's Fee's secret package? Can we bring up that text messaging service, honey bun? 60777, and I've got some Midday Madness as well with a beautiful quartz strand. We'll find the text, how you actually text in, darling. That's all I want. Our kid will find that. That's all right, darling. Paul's coming up with it now. It's all right, Sharon. Things like this happen all the time. Here we go, thank you. JM Studio. So the text message subject today is what brings you back to Jewellery Maker? And at the same time, you might as well have a stab in the dark. What's in Fee's secret package? Even Linda doesn't know. So I only chose it this morning. I know. So in a moment, I'm going to get ready to bring you the early bird. Shall I just walk over here and do it? Right, girls, you get cracking. We'll try and get another stool for you so I can see you the next time, bless you. You're disappearing behind the desk. Let's bring you my early bird, which is, tell me my ear, beautiful girl. That's what I need. Right, this is gorgeous. I had my eye on this. This is gorgeous. Yes, that's it. This is beautiful. And actually, let me put it towards that third new kit of the day. All the kits. You know Crackle Quartz is going to go with all the kits today. Crackle Quartz goes with everything. Ice white brilliance, but with an essence of sparkle. Absolutely beautiful. It's a favourite of ours, isn't it, Linda? You should have this with what you've got in your hands, my darling.
Yeah, exactly what I'm doing at the minute.
She's halfway through a tiara.
That is absolutely stunning.
Isn't it?
Yeah.
The sparkle on it is beautiful.
It's beautiful. Wow.
It's even more beautiful in the flesh, isn't it, Michelle and Rachel?
It is.
It is. It's so pretty, isn't it?
It is.
God, that'd
Gorgeous.
be so useful, that will.
Yeah, so useful.
So
I mean,
you don't know what to do with it now.
Oh.
You know, just buy it because you'll know what to do with it as soon as you see it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Whether you want to go down the two kits that I had yesterday with the black and the
gorgeous.
white, the asteroid and the frosty stone, or, you know, with the colour, the pop of the peridot in that third new kit, or that beautiful tourmaline. I mean, it's just, you can see it's ice snow white, but with sparkle. So we don't need to get crystal and glass, not when you've got real beautiful gemstones like this in faceted rondelles. And I don't mind if people want to use crystal and glass, fine. We like to mix up the materials. It's not something we sell here, but what I personally prefer is your real gemstones. I like to know about real gems.
You've got, if you do like your crystal, and, you know, but I'm not naming names, but if you do like that high-end crystal, that's definitely going to, you know, feed that that desire, isn't it? Because when I looked up, that's what came into my head straight away was, wow, how on earth has that got that amount of sparkle?
A sparkle, yeah, and it's the crackle in there.
With the texture too.
So if that is an area that you really love, I can only say you're going to love this as well. And what we want you to do with jewellery making is enjoy it. I mean, I know Linda has withdrawal symptoms if she doesn't make a piece of jewellery a day. She's the same.
Yeah, I do, definitely.
You start to get a bit funny, don't you, and go a bit queer.
I just feel as if I haven't quite done my day properly.
No, something's not been achieved. You're
and
lacking
I
in
am
something.
serious about
that. Yeah, I know. I'm not.
You know, I like to get everything done first out of my head. All the, you know,
the
rheumatories of the day and everything, and then think, oh, now I can sit down and do what?
It's taking a moment for yourself, isn't it? It's a fulfillment.
Absolutely, but it's just so relaxing.
There you go. This is why we have to be getting, and especially on a day like today.
Oh,
Sundays are all about relaxing, chilling out, and enjoying that bit of free time before the hiatus of the week and the Monday morning starts again and you're back to work. So let's get making some jewellery. And let's have our crackle quartz in there. It's my early bird, which can only mean one thing, an absolute fantastic price point that is unmissable. It's our way of saying, come on now, let's get our order started. Or if you bought with myself and Vicky at the weekend, you know you're just carrying over that one postage and packaging price. Now, apparently, and I'm already happy with that price because I'm holding the quality of this strand and we've got a 30-day money-back guarantee. But we're not stopping at $7.95. We're not stopping as low as $7.95 for 280 carats of my incredible crackle quartz faceted rondelles. This is how the whole show is going to be today. There are some insane prices and some fantastic offers to really encourage your daughter, a new member of the family, or let's have a jewellery maker party. Let's have some fun. Let's do something we enjoy. And you know, at the end of it, you've got a gorgeous piece of jewellery. I mean, that's the winner for me. We're not stopping at $7.95. It is coming in. It's taking its time. A bit like me in the morning, really. But well done to those callers already there. Well done if you're already on the website. Look at that crackle. You've got the quartz, it gets heated up and then plunged into the cold water so that you crackle effect within the purity of the quartz, and that is what creates this wonderful illumination. This is what plays on the light, because light as it enters a gem inevitably will react to the facets. Light is slowed down by the density of the gem, and the facets are what the light bounce around, you know, the refractivity. And when you've got all those crackly crystals within the quartz, you're getting loads of light, what we call refractivity. So that's this inner twinkle, this inner brilliance, this beautiful sparkle that Linda was just talking about. And this is what I love about crackle quartz. It's just got that inner beauty. We got there eventually. Big bird came down to fly. Flew off. I don't know which way I'm talking about it. $5.95 is all you're going to pay for the early bird special. So I hope you are having a nice, relaxing morning with us here this morning. We're going to have some fun. We've got lots of beautiful kits and ideas to explore. And the text subject is, what makes you keep coming back to Jewellery Maker? And, you know, how can we encourage you further? What makes you watch it, do the jewellery making in the first place? And for $5.95, there is one reason, the fantastic, in my opinion, price points for beautiful real gemstones. And as Linda said, get it now. Even if you don't know what you want to do with it right now, get it now so that you can actually utilise it later, because, you know, the early bird specials are just a special for there and then. When I've got the product, when I've got the quantity, you ring the free phone number, you've got a 30-day money-back guarantee. You can actually watch the live show on our web stream on www.jewellerymaker.com and establish a login and purchase online. And, you know, if you don't want to talk to anybody, I know a lot of you multitask as well. You have a Jewellery Maker on your computer whilst, you know, do your chores or whatever, and when certain things catch your ear, you're ready to purchase. But $5.95, quite frankly as well, I'd let the DVD man work hard and I'd order a couple of those, not just the one. You know, because you know it's one P&P, or that's for the whole day today. Beautiful. Under £6, lots of you there, taking advantage. It was a bargain at $7.95, but at $5.95, it's an absolute steal. They're on their way to becoming low stock. They were getting like that before we brought the price slash in, if you like. So please don't miss out. You know, early birds are all about first come, first serve. So well done to those of you already there. Right, Gemma, should we have a look at Gemma? Because she looks lovely, I think. Do you think she looks lovely? Girls, do you think Gemma looks nice today?
Oh, really pretty.
Do we like this wonderful creation on her neck? That's really what I'm concentrating on.
Oh, it's really nice.
It's beautiful, isn't it?
It is. It looks better, you know, sort of close up.
Yeah, exactly. Well, we're going to give you the opportunity to make that in a moment, because we're actually going to go to Linda, because this is the first of our new kits. This is the first of our new kits. Let's have a little look. She's actually, how many pieces of jewellery have you made from the kit, Linda? Because you've gone in two very different directions.
Yeah, there's two very different looks.
I'm wearing the earrings.
You're wearing the earrings. So you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They're all gem heavy.
All 5. Can you see? Can you see these? I wore these because I'm in the pink, but aren't they beautiful? Aren't they gorgeous? Fabulous earrings there. So I must take these off and we'll give the jewellery back to Linda. But let's introduce the kit. It's our first new kit of the day, and it's called Orient X. Now, as I said earlier, when I was talking to the girls about Turkish Delight, you know, the kits that they're working with, this has never been seen on air before, and we want to give you a price point where you feel comfortable in purchasing a kit. And in a kit, we're putting everything you need. And as a first-time buyer or a first-time jewellery maker who's thinking, actually, I'd like to get involved, or I'm thinking about it, or can I do this? That's what we're here to encourage. And we'll give you, with our, you know, your first ever purchase, a free DVD and a booklet. And on there, because obviously we have our designers with us every day showing new techniques, but we've got the basic step-by-steps on our DVD that we give you for free. We've got our Get Started booklet, which we give you as well, with all the techniques in there about attachments. I mean, you've got here something Linda's already started working with in terms of her challenge, which we'll get to, the tiara making. And we'll also give you our JM Hub, which this month features brass wire, mesh and the ribbons, a reference to the polymer clay. We do courses here at Jewellery Maker as well. But as I think Michelle said something very important there earlier. She said you can work and start at your own pace. And really that's what it's about. You can get as involved or creative or become further and further skilled in the art of jewellery making at your own pace. And what we're going to do today is look at this kit with Linda and get some further inspiration with the designs and show you some techniques. So let's take you through the kit, because it's got everything you need. You've got the multicoloured agates. Very pretty, aren't they, with those azure blues, bright pinks, turquoise greens in there, and that black and yellow. They're like a rainbow. They remind me of licorice, actually. You know when you get licorice with the colours and the blacks? It's like a licorice or all sorts strand. And that is 240 carats of my agate, my multicoloured agate there, my nuggets. Then I've got my brown striped agate, which reminds me somewhat of the tiger's eye. But it is the agate, so you've got that semi-translucency. You haven't got that optical property of the chatoyancy, the cat's eye, but you have got wonderful tonality in terms of caramels and golds and whites and chocolates. And then we've got the pop of all that beautiful colour. Like, can you see in these rings? So pretty, aren't they? And this is your third strand, my shell pearl in a rose pink strawberry delight of a colour. Beautiful, aren't they? Absolutely beautiful. They're large, they're 12mm, and it's the shell of your pearl reconstituted into that perfect roundness, so it's that organic material and then given that lovely rose pink hue. Now, in the Orient Express jewellery kit, which is brand new today, we've got the silver. So let's have a little look at the silver. And really, we're not trying to overkill. We're not trying to plough you with so much that you don't know where to start, or you've got so much that it's too much. These are the fundamental basics. We want to reassure that everyone can do the jewellery making. The bolt ring clasps are there for your bracelets, your necklaces. The head pins are there for, as you can see, those beautiful earrings. Those shepherd hooks are there for a pair of earrings as well, 2 pairs. 925 sterling silver. You've got the crimp beads for your finishing, again, which Linda will show us. And your threading materials. Your threading materials are important as well because they work in very different ways. You've got your elastic, you've got beading thread, and you've got the lovely fluidity and invisibility of monofilament. and plenty of it too. 50 metres of the beading thread, 6 metres of the elastic. And we'll see in the workmanship, can you see that beading thread? Well, if we look at Gemma again, Linda's used it to great effect in her necklace here. Can you see that? How it's actually curled like ribbon and the gems are just suspended. It's a really funky, fresh design. And she's used all of the gems in this kit in that one necklace. Now, the monofilament we showed and concentrated on yesterday for the invisible sort of waterfall necklace and for wrapping around gems, it's very fine but very strong. And, you know, you can suspend with it and you don't tend to notice it. It doesn't take away or detract from the gem. And the elastic is great for making simple, stretchy bracelets. But we'll talk more about that in a moment with Linda. And you get 2 gift bags. Now, it's our brand new kit. We're setting at a price point that we want to make affordable. And also, you'll see the separate strands we sell here on Jewellery Maker. And actually, when you see 3 strands plus silver plus beading materials, all at $19.95, what we're doing is bundling it together so that it's more cost effective. And I've already got regulars on the phone line and we'll be looking at their designs soon in our weekly Wall of Fame. It's the wall where we put your designs up and you can win some credit to spend with Jewellery Maker. But again, more of that later. So right now we can start a brand new hobby today for $19.95. Michelle, what made you literally, I know you were a Jewellery Maker for 2 years, and then you picked up the phone that one day to Jewellery Maker. What was it that made you pick up that phone?
I think it was the quality of the gems and the colours.
The colours.
It was something you just couldn't get anywhere else.
Yeah.
And the price to go with it, because before I found Jewellery Maker, I was using glass beads.
Right.
And it cost me as much for glass beads as what it does for gemstones. And you think, well, why use glass beads when you can use the real thing?
Real thing, yeah.
And that's pretty much why I keep coming back. I think, well, why buy the glass?
Yeah.
You know, it's just not worth the point.
I'm always fascinated with what makes you that first time pick up, and it was the gems and the quality, and that's nice. And Rachel, was your mom encouraging you, or did you purchase together and save on the price on the ordering?
Yeah. We just share what we buy.
Yeah, share. Oh, that's lovely, isn't it? Share what you get together and utilise the bits together, and definitely. So, you know, we mustn't be afraid, because I know some people think, oh, a shopping channel, I get that as well. I get asked about that, and, you know, they worry about, you know, the £20 that they're spending, but you've got that money back guarantee, haven't you?
It is. I mean, you know, it's I've never actually sent anything back yet, because by the time I actually get it, it always looks better when you open the bag.
Yeah.
The cameras don't pick up some of the qualities of the gemstone, and then when you open the bag, it's like, wow.
Yeah. It's true, isn't it? Yeah.
It's not going back.
No.
So.
And if you wanted to, it's not a problem. It's a no quibble money back guarantee. And, you know, Linda's made 1, 2, 3, we said 5 pieces of beautiful jewellery, which we'll look at in a moment. So let's have a little look. Shall we have a kit rundown, Paul, darling? And I'll bring Gemma over and we'll get set up with our earrings. There we go. Could somebody give our lovely Michelle as well another chair, because she's going to disappear soon. I've got one behind. I've got one there, darling, as well behind the. But there's our kit rundown. Yeah. There's our kit rundown. We're just having a manoeuvre. I know I've caused a kerfuffle, haven't I? But the thing is, I want to talk to Michelle, and I'm losing her down the back of the desk. Hey, we can see her now. It's also, as well, I think it's uncomfortable. You want to work at a height at the desk that, you know, you don't want to be reaching up. Righty-ho. So, it's proving very popular as a first-time kit. So, how did you find the kit, Linda?
Loved it, absolutely loved it. I love the shell pearl. I'm a big fan of shell pearl anyway, and it's a nice bright pink, and it works really, really well with the other gemstone. Perhaps when you first look at it, you think, oh, you know, I'm not too sure whether that's going to work together, but trust me, all gemstones work together. There's no gemstone at all that won't work with another gemstone.
And it's like what Michelle said, isn't it, as well? That there's no right and a wrong.
No, there's definitely no right and a wrong. I mean, I've had many what we call happy accidents, where I started off with a picture in my head, and then as it evolves, it's marginally different or completely different, but it still works.
Yeah.
You know, as long as you've got your original technique sewn up, the sky's the limit then.
Sky is the limit.
Yeah.
So just very briefly, because I know you're going to show us a demonstration, my darling, but this is our lovely, this is the agate and the shell that we've used. And then you've got your agate and the brown stripe agate there. The earrings, they were the earrings I was wearing. And was this hard, Linda? Can I just ask?
No, that is
it looks awfully complicated.
So simple. To do. I mean, I get lots of emails regarding the beading thread saying, I've still got absolute multitudes of beading thread. Well, this is a way, actually, I've used quite a lot here. So this is a definite way that you can use a lot of beading thread, but very, very simply. It's a couple of steps. I'll quickly go through it before I sort of think today, show anybody out there who's a little bit sceptical about starting jewellery making simply because you think that looks too complicated, it looks too complex. Do you know what? I'm not the most able person. I, like Michelle, I've done lots and lots of crafting hobbies, but I can assure you without a shadow of a doubt that making jewellery is the most hobby I've ever taken up, and it's been, because of that, it's been the longevity of it. I will always make jewellery now. As long as I've got 2 hands and half a brain, I'll make jewellery. But that is simply 3 strands of beading thread. I'll show you how to attach your beading thread to a crimp and a clasp in a minute. But 3 strands of beading thread, and all I did is the usual Christmas wrapping ribbon is twin finger and thumb, take the beading thread and simply run your nail along it. So there you go, hey presto, you've now got a twirly piece of beading thread. Do that 3 times. Attach your clasp with your crimp bead, which I'll show you in a minute, and then start threading the beads in any form. And because it's twisted, they'll hold quite well, but perhaps you might like to just do the illusion technique on it, which is just threading your beading thread through the gemstone twice.
Could you just show me that then?
Yeah.
Is that all right? Sorry,
sure, of course I can.
Just because I can see that in the design.
Yeah,
it's
all
how
you
they've
do
sat.
is, let's say this is the end of the beading thread, the one without the clasp on. We just pop on our gemstone, okay? Actually, let's get another one, a little bit darker. I think a little bit of a darker one might help. Pop the gemstone on, okay? And then return the end of the beading thread through the hole that you went through when you first threaded it on, okay? And then pull through. Okay, so you're sandwiching the gemstone. Now, because this is a twirly effect, I'm quite happy to leave that excess gemstone there, not to pull it too tight. Okay, you can do if you wish, but because I've got a nice little figure of 8 and I ultimately going to end up with a heavy beading thread piece, then I'm going to leave that like that, and then just continue that all the way down. And as you can see, it's hanging beautifully. It
keeps its form, doesn't it?
Okay?
Yeah.
When you finally completed the whole of your 3 strands exactly like that, then the next thing is to take separate pieces of beading thread, do it exactly the same thing again, in other words, give them their little bend, and then after the whole of the necklace has been beaded up, just serve every single gemstone separately, do a little twirly piece per gemstone and thread that through. And that will go through. It'll have a little bit of tension because unfortunately we've done a little bit of a twist on it. So let's see if we can get it through that way first. If you can't succeed one way, take it through the other way. It's only because there's a twist within the inside of the stone. And then just feed that through. And then if you want to, you can just give it a little bit and then trim it off accordingly at the length that you want it. But if you can see that that's now starting to build with lots and lots and lots and lots of twirls. But complete the whole design first with all of your gemstone and your clasp, and then attach each little bit of beading thread that we've got on Gemma here through each separate individual stone, and then trim it like a hairdresser. Just trim it all to give it its balance. That's the most important thing, I feel, with jewellery making, whether you're symmetric, whether you're asymmetric. At the end of the day, just make sure it's got that bit of balance.
Yeah.
That's what works for me anyway.
Gorgeous. Very effective. And like you said, making use of that beading thread.
And you know what? If you've bought the coloured beading threads that were on last week that sold out a couple of times over, then that would look fantastic, wouldn't it, with the coloured gemstones that we've got here. See, I think I'd just literally show how anybody out there who's watching us has found us this morning and perhaps thinking you'd like to have a go but you don't know where to start. I tell you, the very first thing I did when I started jewellery making was to make a simple wrapped loop, and that then is the very, very basic of jewellery making. It's all a variation on a very, very simple technique. The simple technique is to take a head pin that you'll get in a kit, this is a head pin, and pop on a gemstone, simply like that. Okay, so that's little ball at the bottom. There's various head pins, but this one is a little ball head pin, and it's got your sterling silver at the bottom, which acts as your stopper. Okay, the next thing to do for a simple wrapped loop is take the gemstone between finger and thumb, and then do a right angled bend away from you. Get it as close to the gemstone as possible, so you've got a nice right angle going away from you, and then about 1 centimetre from the bend, just trim it off, but for goodness sake keep that piece of the head pin because you can use that at a later stage. And then with round nose pliers, each plier has its own real specific role. Okay, now a round nose plier is very much that. It will entail you to make nice round circles, which is quite imperative sometimes, particularly if you're making a gemstone chain, which is lots of gemstone.
Actually, Linda, while you're just talking, I'll ask Deanna if we can bring up the code at the bottom of the screen for those tools.
Yes, because we do without your tools.
Exactly, we do a starters tool pack for £9.95, and we'll see if we can bring up the code at the bottom of the screen, darling. Sorry to interrupt you.
That's absolutely fine.
Because in it, you've got everything you need to make
every single solitary thing that you need to make jewellery. Is if you buy a kit and you buy a basic toolkit, that's it, you're away. You don't have to buy lots and lots and lots of different components. That's your starting point, a kit and the toolkit, and then you're away. Everything's there to make up.
Which we do for £9.95. Yeah. It's got those 3 pliers that you're talking about and the extras in there.
Exactly. So with the round nose pliers, which you can see are graduated, they're graduated because sometimes we need to make larger circles and sometimes we want to make teeny weeny circles. So you can see where the graduation is. On the tip it's the smallest, and then at the top it's the widest. But in this particular instance I'm going to take the very tip of the round nose pliers and attach it to the very end of that head pin that I've trimmed, and then just do a little turn towards you. Okay, now when you start to feel that's uncomfortable on the wrist, move the pliers away, pop the opposite, instead of this plier that it was attached to in the first place, we're now going on the bottom one, and we're going to take the other one behind it and we're going to gently ease it, okay, and we're going to move the pliers with it. So in other words, we're feeding it the whole time. We're not doing it in one single motion, we're feeding it round, and we're also putting a little bit of pressure towards this index finger that I'm working with, so that we should get a nice round perfect. And if the camera can just pick that up, that just little perfect circle there. If you've got a perfect circle, you're going to get a perfect end piece. So that's a simple basic loop, and that, to my mind, is where jewellery making starts.
And what would we do with that now, that piece now?
Right, that little piece there, as is the exact first earring I ever made, I'm so proud of myself because it was so beautiful, is take, again, these are in the kits, a shepherd's hook earring finding, okay? Now on the shepherd's hook earring finding, you'll see there's a simple loop at the base of it, which is your attachment point. Just put your flat nose pliers this time. These are flat nose pliers. You can see they're entirely different in design, and these really allow you to bend your silver or your metal that you're using with a lot of firmness, okay? So take that little circle on the shepherd hook, and the only thing that you have to be careful and you have to do every time is to just turn that to open it towards you, not side to side ever. never go side to side, because you're going to straighten that bend and you're going to really interfere with the makeup of your silver. You'll never get it back in a perfect circle, and it could easily break because you have compromised the metal. So just do it right the first time and you'll never do it wrong. I'm a firm believer, if you're taught to do something correctly in the first place, then it
becomes habit then as well, doesn't it?
That's it, Fiona, it's a habit. And then that nice simple basic loop that we've made, we just pop that onto our shepherd hook, and then just do a mirror image again. Just return it in exactly the same direction that you opened it, and that will be your very, very first simple earring that eventually will go on to the most complex designs, but it all started with that simple loop.
Fantastic, beautiful. Thank you, Linda. We couldn't quite get the code up for the toolkit, but we have got a slide I can show you. So, because if you're getting a kit today and you want to get started, there they are. I'd even go for just the smaller of the two, the 9.95, simply because they're the 3 tools Linda was just explaining the difference between and what she's been using. The larger toolkit, yes, if you want to go on and be a little bit more advanced, or perhaps you're a mother and daughter team and it's good to have the extra there, the 2 sets. But as introducing somebody new to this hobby, that is all you need. You don't need, as Linda said, loads of different tools, and there are some very high price points elsewhere, but we've again put it all in one little kit.
This hobby of jewellery making, like Michelle was saying that she's done lots of various hobbies, but I've found this probably the most economical hobby I've ever done from the point of view of tools. I mean, in my house it's full of tools for different hobbies, but my first toolkit I had from Jewellery Maker is my toolkit that I'm using now, so I haven't replaced that in 3 years. So it is quite an inexpensive hobby to start with, to see if you enjoy it.
And as Michelle said, you know, the crystal and the glass that she started with before she found Jewellery Maker was more expensive.
Absolutely,
so all
I
the
would
same
agree.
price as.
I would totally agree with
that.
And
I think that's a good point. You know, when you start a new hobby, they say you need this, you need this, you need this, and the outlay before you've even done it is, you know, you've broken the bank before you've even got started.
Absolutely.
So at the end of it, you know, you can make beautiful and have to wear and enjoy beautiful jewellery like this. The reason I like jewellery making personally is it's that time for myself. You know, when you're busy working, you're looking after the children, you're running around, it's just that hour to yourself, whether you're watching a soap or just having a bit of, because personally I like a bit of quiet time, listen to the radio maybe. It's just that time for yourself. And I think it's important to remember that you need that, don't you?
It's a, if you've got a sort of a hectic life, hobbies are a way to bring you back down to earth and give you that special time for yourself where you just absorb, and you know, at the end of the day, I think it's a great therapy. I'm not a doctor, but I think it's a great therapy.
Exactly, definitely. All right, Linda, we'll be talking to Linda a little bit later on as well. We've got to set you a challenge. I know she's already started with it, because to be fair, we're almost an hour into the show, but we'll show you what Linda's got for the challenge. But this is only our first of 3 new kits today. Are we looking at... All right, okay, we're going to go back to the kits, okay. I'll take Gemma out of the way so Linda's got a bit of space. So let's have a quick kit rundown. It's been going like hotcakes, and this is regular buyers there as well on the phone line. So we only have...
Excuse me, I've just noticed how much that kit is.
Yeah, $19.95. I know, we want to make it accessible, Linda. We want to make sure that people can afford it and, you know, have all those gemstones and make your own designs, which we'll be looking at some more of your designs in a moment. But here's the kit rundown. The Orient Express. There you have it, the Orient Express. So this is everything you're getting in the kit, everything that you need to get started. And we will, for the regulars as well and for the new people, upload Linda's designs on the website so that you can emulate or copy or create your own as well. Because when you look at our website, put in that code GGG, thank you, P51. What we like to be able to see aligning with the kit is the designs that Linda's made today. So all those beautiful gems, if you can see yourself starting to get creative or thinking I could work with those, and I'm going to be showing you other strands on the show today as well that you can add to your order. Remember, 1P&P all day, then this is a great one to get started with, and we'll be remember every day we show techniques here at Jewellery Maker to make it very accessible. Right, today's text messaging subject is, what brings you back to Jewellery Maker? Why do you keep watching? What brings you back to us? And you can also, at the same time, put into your text message what's in Fee's secret package, because the first person to get it right wins it for free. But for those of you that aren't the winner, we will launch it at a never seen before price, okay? You may have seen it before, but you will never have seen it at this price, because I want everyone to be a winner today. Have we any right answers, Deanna? No. She'll tell me some wrong answers if that can narrow it down as well. Jane from Sheffield. Pearl, is it Pearl? No. Sarah from the West Midlands says spacer beads. No. We've had lapis lazuli from Brenda. I'm afraid it isn't. Keep your guesses coming, keep your guesses coming. Loads coming in, but nobody's got it right, okay? So just a bit of fun, but we will launch it once we've got the right answer. I hope somebody gets it right, and everybody will get a chance to have it, because it's at a never seen before price. All right, I've talked a lot about everybody else's designs. I want to see some of your designs this week, and we have what we call our Wall of Fame, and we like to show as many as possible. All you've got to do is email them in or send them in. You could win £50 worth of credit to spend with us, or £100 worth of credit if your number is plucked out of a hat. We don't judge it. There's no right or wrong, as Michelle said. So we simply pull it out of a hat every Wednesday, and that's it. So I think it's time to look at some of your designs on this week's Wall of Fame. Alrighty, some fantastic Wall of Fames. Okay, what number have you got there?
I've got 61.
Okay, let's start with the number 60. Let's start with Rachel. We'll go in order. So who have you got there, Rachel?
This is from Claire from Enfield.
Claire from?
Enfield.
Enfield. Sorry, the music is a bit loud out here. I can't quite hear.
Okay, it says, hi all, this week's entry into the Wall of Fame. Still hoping one will get read out on air soon. This is my first attempt at beady bead, and I think it turned out okay. I used zebra jasper for the beady bead and weaved white Chinese jade hearts and black onyx rounds to make the set. I absolutely love the show, but can never buy as much as I want because it's also fab and amazing price.
Well, let's hope she wins. And that was?
From Claire from Enfield.
Claire in Enfield, North London there. So Claire, beautiful design. Good luck for Wednesday's prize draw, and she's number 60. Number 60. Who have you got there, Michelle?
This is Pat from Surrey. She says, hi everyone, here's my Wall of Fame entry for this week. I made the necklace and earrings using labradorite puffy coins, round nuggets and chips with a few cloud quartz faceted rounds, all from Jewellery Maker, except the chips which are from my stash. Enjoy the show as always, Pat.
Pat, beautiful. You're number 61, so good luck for Wednesday's prize draw. I've got number 62. Lovely bit of wire work there as well, isn't there?
It is, it's wonderful.
Gorgeous, creating your own links there. This is Mary from Mansfield Woodhouse, and she's using sardonyx ovals with black faceted agate rice beads and gold wire wrapping, plus some extras from my stash. She says, I've started to make my own findings and clasps as well. Loved the Silver Clay Day last week, saving my pennies to buy the starter kit. Oh, she must have came and visited us then on Friday with Natalia. So this is Mary from Mansfield. Love your design. You're number 62. Good luck for Wednesday. And this is number 63. Sensational. This is Barbara from Surrey, and it's a punk heart made from polymer clay and copper wire. Oh, I'm loving that. You like that, Jack, don't you? That punk heart jewellery, yeah, gorgeous. She says, Lisa, Palvalka, foils and all from JM, and some bits from my stash. Yeah, those fantastic foils that give you that metallic look. Barbara from Surrey, loving your design. Good luck, you're number 63. More of those to read out later, as you can see behind me. I want to see more stuffed animals in these pictures of your designs, because they brighten up my day. But beautiful designs. Let's let you know how you can enter the Wall of Fame as well, and how are you getting on, girls? Let me take these away from you. We can show you that in a moment, can we, Paul? Yeah, we'll show you that in a second so that you know. But girls,
getting on really well.
Where are we at already? I know I'm kind of... Oh, look at these beautiful earrings using the silver spacers.
Using
and the tiger's eye. I don't know if you can see that, but hold those up. Are they gorgeous? We'll get you some stands as well so you can lay it out all professionally.
They are.
So
They go really well with the tiger's eye.
Very. So that's with the head pin and the loop technique that Linda just showed us, wasn't it?
It is.
And I can see some pretty wire wrapping going on here. A bangle.
Not quite finished yet.
Work in progress, this
Work in progress.
That's beautiful. And you've literally, are the gems through the wire?
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah.
The hole is big enough for the nuggets
it is.
and the
You have to use a
like
0.8 on that one.
0.8,
The 1 mil won't go through.
No, a bit too thick, because we have different gauges,
thick.
don't we?
Yeah. Well, it works well with the 0.8 mil.
Beautiful.
And then just make your own clasp on the end.
Fantastic. Those wire spools, we've got loads of different gauges, like I said, 100 metres, and loads of different colours. It's copper wire with the silver, or the colour there.
It is.
And they go a long way, don't they? We have 0.8,
They
0.6, 0.4, 0.1.
They do.
Yeah.
And they're very good quality as well, because some 1 mils you buy, if you buy them from other places, it isn't quite as rigid, so you don't get the shape, especially when you're making a bangle.
And you'd use 1 mil or 8 mil for that, wouldn't you?
And you find you have to harden it quite a lot before you can use it, whereas this 1 mil, it's great. You can manipulate it a bit before it hardens too much.
Fabulous. And, oh, wow, I love these. Oh, these are gorgeous. Look at these. Rachel's made a pair of earrings, and you've coiled that. Now, I was talking about this technique. Did you just create a spiral and then pull it out? Or did you wrap it around your big agate?
Created 2 spirals from each end and then put them into the middle.
Oh, that is fantastic. Look at those earrings. They're so funky. Beautiful. Love those. Love those. We'll leave you to it. Let's show you how to get involved and send in your entries. All we've got to do is take a picture. We do not judge. And people do say, I hope it's good enough. I see that phrase a lot. I hope it's good enough. It's my first time I've ever sent. Have you sent yours in?
I've sent mine in before.
Have you ever won?
I've never won. Keep trying.
Keep trying. It's just, it's a look at the draw, isn't it?
That's right.
Exactly. Somebody's got to win.
They do.
Every Wednesday. So we never judge it. Never think, is it good enough? Because honestly, we don't even pick or necessarily judge which ones go on the Wall of Fame. It is literally a mix of the 16. More were sent in, obviously, but so I really want to encourage you to keep sending those in. So let's have a little look. I'll get started and ready for some more fantastic offers. And here is how to enter the Wall of Fame.
The Jewellery Maker Wall of Fame is where you get to showcase your skills as a jewellery designer. And each week, one lucky entrant will win £100 credited to their Jewellery Maker account, and the runner-up receives £50. If you want to enter your design, just send a photo to studio@jewellerymaker.com, or you can post your photos to Wall of Fame, Coloured Rocks Limited, Unit 2D, Eagle Road, Moonsmote, Redditch, B98 9HF. Good luck and happy jewellery making.
We all know you need the right tools for the job, so here at Jewellery Maker we have designed a kit to make sure you have all the essentials to join in with the fun. With round nose, flat nose and wire cutter pliers, as well as a reamer, tweezers and a bead scoop, you've got everything you need in one place for just $9.95. We provide the tools, you provide the skills.
Welcome back. Now don't forget my midday magic, my midday madness are these incredible quartzes, and I say plural because the strand is so beautiful. The pink rose quartz, the lemon quartz, the minty blue quartz, the purple amethyst quartz. It's a beautiful high-end strand. We've actually taken a good £6 off that strand for the midday madness because we want you to be able to take advantage of that. Right, I'm going to release a brand new. No idea what you're trying to tell me there, darling. You might as well just tell me, Tommy.
I was saying, is it quieter for you?
Oh yes, it is. Thank you. Yes, thank you very much. He was pointing to the ceiling. Tommy was, and I'm thinking, what is he? What's up there? What's affecting me up there? And is the music a bit quieter? Because I couldn't hear anybody. Yes, it is. Thank you, darling. Right. New in. Oh, it makes me think of the baby twins. Makes me think of little baby boys. Look at these. Brand new, Linda. We've not seen them before. It is my incredible quartz. in 3 gorgeous flavours, the 2 baby blues and the delicious baby pink. I mean, it's cotton candy. It's the colour of your jacket, Michelle. Isn't it? The baby blue is beautiful.
It's a wonderful colour.
It's a great colour, and we've got 10, 8 and 6mm. Now the 10mm and the 6mm are faceted. These are the plain rounds, and this really is, I mean, that's cotton candy pink, isn't it? Delicious. And then, oh, I mean, just pop into those. Do you remember the early bird? My beautiful crackle quartz. Oh, the sparkle. Oh, getting very low on that early bird, but it just goes to show you how fantastic. Oh, that's Barbie. That's fit for a princess, that is. Oh my word, the tiaras, the hair combs, the deliciousness that we could make. I mean, even for a little baby girl or a little baby boy, if you're making something for them to keep. Yesterday, a lady sent in a Wall of Fame the most beautiful rosary. I mean, I'm not saying if you're religious, but you know, for a christening or a Holy Communion, or sometimes you have those little bracelets that you give a little baby, but then they have it for when they're older. You know, just gorgeous.
Well, yeah, exactly. And I mean, you're using gemstones, so it's equally as a good a present, isn't it, than buying the silver bangle?
Yeah.
And different.
And different, absolutely. And you've made it. So that's even more special, isn't it?
I really like that idea.
Flying out, Linda. No surprises there then, because we've not seen anything like this for a long time. And you've got the 3. And I tell you what, we've got a fantastic price point for you. So trust me on this. Call that free phone number. Make sure you're logged in on the web, you beautiful jewellery makers. And let's enjoy $9.95. That's cheeky, little Deanna there. $11.95 she was telling me earlier. She's keeping me in suspenders today. $9.95, under £10 for 3. What do we reckon about that, girls?
Fabulous.
That is really, really great price.
Fantastic. £3.30 a strand.
It's
going back to what you said earlier, isn't it?
Can't get them any cheaper than that.
Exactly. It's the one-stop shop. You don't need to go anywhere else. Beautiful. What would you put with them, Linda?
Well, do you know, I just think those are so pretty on their own, but I'd love to put some tourmaline.
Oh.
I really would like to put some
tourmaline in the 3rd kit.
Funny, to give it some background.
Funny you should say that. I would put that with the 3rd kit.
And with the rhodonite, isn't that?
Yeah.
Oh, and the peridot
in your 3rd kit today.
Yeah, gemstone and gemstone, they all work together.
Delicious with that 3rd kit. You could just split them up.
Oh, I love it with the peridot.
Isn't it gorgeous? The pop of that peridot.
Yeah.
Beautiful in that 3rd kit.
Yeah.
And you said tourmaline, which happens to be in that 3rd kit. So $9.95, absolutely flying out. So we do need to make sure that we're on the phone lines early and taking advantage. Actually, of that 3rd kit, there's an important announcement. I'm only starting with double figures, so that is important to bear in mind. So it's a limited edition kit, but I'm already becoming low in stock. $9.95 for all 3. Gorgeous. Oh, I'm going to hold on to those, Deanna. Hold on to those. And actually, funny enough, let me just put that with that high-end quartz strand, my Midday Madness, because the pinks, again, look how beautiful. The pastels. You're either going for your 50s sort of bold print like Gemma's wearing today, because this is the way the fashions are going, aren't they? Like very sort of a bold print, bright colours. Or you're going, because the floral is in every year, isn't it? Or you're going with the very pastel, pretty cupcake shades like this, in your pinks and your delicate blues, and your white. White apparently is the colour for the summer, which sounds a bizarre thing to say, because there is no colour, but white is the big colour. So they're beautiful. Perfect. Getting low in stock, less than 50 remaining. Less than 50 remaining. Oh. Rightio. Now, a great staple in your jewellery store. And again, we're very limited on that crackle quartz, but I'm actually going to put it with it. It would look great with the 2nd new kit today, because there is this burst of sunshine orange. Just look at these 2 together. You've got the early bird. Look at that with that black onyx. Hello.
Ooh.
Effortless, isn't it?
Oh, totally effortless.
Beautiful. This looks like the jewels on your coral top, Linda.
It does, doesn't it? Yeah.
You're sparkling there.
You really can't go wrong with a black gemstone at all.
If you had this round your neck now.
Yeah, exactly.
Beautiful.
It'll work with anything that you wear.
In fact, let me do that. Let me just put this on for you, just to show you how incredible the pop of that colour is with, you know, whatever you're wearing. It just goes with everything. It's a great staple. Sparkle. What do you think, Michelle? I can see you eyeing it up there.
That's really stunning.
Will Dave have the card out and get you what you need?
Hopefully, if he's watching.
What we can do is shout out anything you love and say, Dave, get on the phone. Just shout it out. She needs to have this. It's necessary that she has this because you know it'll make your two girls very happy.
Get your card out.
Are you daddy's girls, Rachel?
Yeah.
Oh, what about Laura? Is Laura mommy's girl? Or are they both daddy's girl? Oh,
both
okay.
daddy's girl, I think, really.
Then come on, Dave. She needs the black onyx. These are huge. These are beautiful, actually. This is important because it's a shape we don't see very often. They're a bulb. Can you see that? They always remind me of not quite like a pear drop. They're like a fatter pear, like a bulb that you plant in the ground. Beautiful. Now, I'm going to show you where we were before. £10.45 for these. But we're not going to stop there. That's fine, darling. We're not going to stop there. We may not be able to show it on the screen, but we're not going to show it at 10.45. We're going to go to £7.95. It's a late show review redo. £7.95. A review redo. That's what I named it yesterday. Reviewing what they did in the late show reduction. A review redo. Just to get it out quicker. £7.95, Linda.
That's amazing.
Isn't it?
Amazing value, yeah. Always have black gemstone in your stash.
That
always.
first kit with that beautiful black agate nuggets with the pinks and the purples and all those greens with your shell. I mean, even the third kit as well with the delicacy of the pinks. I love this with the peridot. Black with peridot. Hubba, hubba, come to Fifi.
It's your backdrop every time.
It's everything, isn't it? Put it with those baby pinks you just got. Licorice, all sorts, Yumsville.
Oh, look at that. That is such
hot, hot, hot. Oh, the gorgeousness is overflowing. We're busting out all over with gorgeousness. And £7.95. That's all we're asking. Genuine, beautiful black onyx. What's that, darling? And I'm going to bring you some findings because here at Jewellery Maker, we have an awful lot on our website that, you know, you don't get to see necessarily, or you aren't aware about how they look maybe. These are my bead caps, and I've got to say, the bead caps give such a fantastic finish to your pieces. They can be integrated in the design as a spacer. You can top and tail them so that they're like a little flower, if I just hold them like that. Or they can cap a bead, so they can sit like a little cone, like a spacer. They can actually cap around the bead itself to give a lovely finish, like a hat. They can dangle. You get 20 in the pack, little flowers. Really, really pretty. And they just add such a sense of occasion, I think, to your jewellery. It's those finishing pieces. It's that essence of elegance. Whenever I see the spacers in the designs here on the show, it just lifts them. It brings them up a degree, doesn't it, Linda?
It does, definitely, without a doubt.
Takes them into another realm.
Yeah, and I mean, you can have them on every other bead. You can have them on just one bead in the design, particularly if you like asymmetric designs. But they're a finishing touch somehow. But you can also use them to make a chandelier earring.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
As a fountain drop.
Yeah, a fountain drop from one of them, yeah. Or a tassel. And you get 20 in the pack, 7.5 millimetres. Now, actually, do you know what the original price? £11.95. £11.95. But we're not staying there. Price slash, it's a £8.95 for 20. So basically working out about 44p each. Because there's 20 in the pack. So 44p each. And, you know, they, like I said, that real touch of elegance, that real touch of glamour. Like I said, they really, and you don't have to use loads, you can use them very sparingly, but they just lift the designs, because I think the eye is really drawn to the silver, because silver is the most highly reflective of all precious metals. And as Michelle was saying earlier, the difference is, you know, you can get real genuine gemstones. It's a one-stop shop here at Jewellery Maker, where you get real genuine gemstones for the same price, if not a better price, than your imitations, your synthetics, your glass, you know. Then why bother going anywhere else? And it's 1p all weekend. And we've got a live show later on, 5 till 9, which is all about reductions and fantastic individual strands. But we concentrate a lot on the techniques here in the daytime to get you started. Now, Staffordshire, thank you for your texts. Can we get that up, my darling? She says, quartz is the mystery pack fee, and she's loving the show. Well, Sheila, it isn't. It isn't. Nobody's got the answer right yet. What is in Fee's mystery pack? Lynn from Cambridgeshire. Oh, no, we can't bring that one up just because it's got the code. But Lynn from Cambridgeshire says, the presenters are fantastic. It's a bead box. Lynn from Cambridge. That's cheeky, Lynn, because you just saying it's a bead box doesn't tell me what the gem type is. So, okay, I didn't explain that. It isn't a bead box, incidentally, but you would have had to say the actual, what do you call it, the actual gem type. No, we need the customer numbers, though, because we need to know who's won. But Susan, this is why I'm just not showing it, because you've given your customer numbers. But Susan from Glasgow has said, I love the prices and the fabulous choice of gems, the findings, the wire, the DVDs, the relaxed presenters. Love JM, but my bank balance doesn't. She says, is the secret choice pyrite? No. No. So well done on the guesses. Well, more guesses are coming in. What's on the secret package? The first person to guess it right gets it absolutely free. And today's text messaging subject is what keeps bringing you back to Jewellery Maker? And Susan says it's the choice of gems, it's the findings, it's the wire, it's the DVD, it's the relaxed attitude and the fun. So thank you for that, Susan. It's nice to know why you come back to us, and that's what we'll always try to endeavour and deliver. And Sarah from Cumbria, what keeps her coming back to Jewellery Maker is the different techniques keep her inspired. And we're going to see more of those after this quick interlude. And she says, Fee, is it Botswana? No, it isn't, Sarah in Cumbria. Keep those guesses coming. Keep telling me why you come back to Jewellery Maker, and we'll see more of those fantastic techniques after this.
Add to your collection with our Beading Projects Edition 2 DVD, full of handy hints and tips for all levels. Join our guest designer Linda as she takes you through her step-by-step instructions for 6 different projects, where you will learn a variety of skills and techniques. To get your hands on a copy, phone our call centre now on 0800 644 655. If you have a question or query for Jewellery Maker, then you can contact our call centre on 0800 644 655 and press option 2. Or alternatively, you can email help@jewellerymaker.com.
You can now keep in touch by liking Jewellery Maker UK on Facebook. Get interactive with Jewellery Maker. New to jewellery making? Then why not come and join us on our Beading for Beginners course. Join guest designer Cherry Green as she takes you through all the basic techniques to create your very own necklaces, earrings and bracelets. You will learn a variety of skills, all of which will help you get started in jewellery making. During the course of the day, you'll get to have a backstage tour of the studios, meet the presenters and have a trip to our jewellery shop. The full course includes beading thread, a generous scoop of mixed gemstones, a 925 sterling silver findings pack, use of all relevant tools, a buffet-style lunch and refreshments. All this for just £79.95. For details on course dates and availability, phone our call centre now on 0800 644 655. Jewellery Maker, bringing out the designer in you.
Shop with us on Friday, Saturday and Sunday and you'll pay one delivery charge of just £4.95.
Now, she's been diligently working, and we did give Linda a challenge earlier to at least start with, because I've been yabbering on for an hour and 20 minutes. She's actually got a 10-strand pearl bargain bundle to work with. And the pearls are very different in terms of some beautiful round potato pearls, some nuggets, some flowers. So have a little look at some of them. Linda's already rustled up, in less than an hour, the most amazing tiara. You've got your classic whites, your classic beauty. I love that turquoise colour. Your chocolate little nugget pearls there as well. Keisha pearls. Your beautiful coins of your pearls. Your little, almost like a olive green flower. These are all of these. They're just gorgeous. I just love these colours. It's a 10-strand bargain bundle pack. So basically, by buying them all together, it's a more cost-effective way, obviously, when we bundle things together, like the kits, of purchasing several strands and saving money. So let's just show you what Linda's got to work with, because these are incredible. We've got my chocolate bronze nuggets here, caramel gold. Sort of, I suppose these are the Keisha pearls, and these are sort of I'd call them a sort of a bronzy colour. Then we've got a more chocolate colour in the Keisha pearls. Beautiful red, bright copper colour there as well. So they're more sort of caramel gold, they're more bronzy, and these are fiery Rita Hayworth red hair, copper red. So 3 strands of those incredible Keisha pearls there, 8 by 5 millimetres. Then we've got our lovely freshwater white double shine pearl nuggets at 6 millimetre. And these are just beautiful, and this is what Linda has put in one of her creations. We've also got, these are such a pretty colour, my dark green flower pearl strand. Now look at these, it's amazing that natural pearls can be grown to create this kind of shape, because it's all to do with what is implanted in the soft mantle tissue of the clam or the oyster who creates the pearls. A little square chip will create long stalagmite, sort of biwa pearls. A little round nucleus, and then you'll get your potato pearls. There's no nucleus in your Keisha pearls. They're 100% Nasa. So these are gorgeous. They're like an olive green there, a peridot green. Again, very pretty, I think, in that 3rd new kit today. Then we've got the rondelles, the bronze chocolate rondelles pearls as well. These are 6 by 7 millimetre. Perfect, they are, like buttons. And talking of buttons, we've then got my lovely white pearl flat coins that are 12 millimetres. So very different shapes to play with and work with here. And last but not least, we've got the silver potato pearls in the 5 by 4 millimetre. So silver potato pearls, 5 by 4 millimetre. We've also got the larger silver pearls there, potato pearls. And these are all genuine pearls. They're just given the different metallic coating there. These are 7 by 6 millimetre. And as you can see, it really gives an impressive outlay. And my favourite of all of them is, it's like, I can only describe it as a turquoise pearl. Bright peacock. Well, how would you describe it? Apatite blue? Yeah, I'll go with apatite blue. If you've got any of that apatite blue jasper we had yesterday. Because you've got your bronze, the white, your green, your silver, your golden green. See, I'd call them more sort of turquoise than green. So, you get your 2 organza gift bags, because they come in 2 bags. They're the 10-strand pearl bundle, bargain bundle, in fact. Now, we've got 10 strands of genuine pearls. What price point could you expect to pay, you know, for genuine pearls elsewhere? I mean, you and I and Michelle you've probably seen fake pearls out there, have you girls?
The market seems to be inundated with fake pearls, and you've got to be really careful. So if you're selling your jewellery and you're selling it as real pearl, you want to make sure it really is pearl. So by buying it from Jewellery Maker, you can be confident that you've got the genuine pearl.
Yeah, exactly.
And you don't have to worry then about somebody saying, well, you're selling fake.
Exactly.
You're not.
If you choose to do that. I mean, we want to wear the real McCoy as well, don't we? You
yes.
know?
Yeah.
That's what we want to be wearing.
That's what we want, the real thing. And I mean, the colours, where else can you get that range of colours?
Do you like those colours, Rachel?
I do.
Yeah.
What's your favourite? If you're going to pick out, if you're going to share this bundle, girls, which ones would you have and which one would Mom have?
The blue one.
You'd go for the turquoise blue. You'd have that, would you, Rachel?
Yeah. I'd probably go for the coppers.
The coppers.
And then fight you for the blue.
And then have a... Well, we could split it, really, couldn't we? We could have half and half.
Half and
That's
half.
the joy, absolutely. So that we don't fall out, exactly. But yeah, I mean, really, we've all seen the price points for fakes, whether it's in a bracelet or a necklace, and beautiful designs that we can emulate ourselves, make ourselves. Now, to buy these separately, this is from Jewellery Maker, okay? This is our Jewellery Maker prices. To buy these separately, £53. £53. You've got 10 strands, so they would work out at £5.30 each. I think that's a bargain for a strand of genuine natural white pearl, and then our metallic coated pearls. And Keisha pearls are pure nacre. That's the nacre. That's the calcium carbonate. That is scientifically, that is literally what makes a pearl. That is the little iridescent layers that wee mollusk, that wee clam coats around the nucleus, or in the Keisha pearls, there's no nucleus, so it's 100%, and then we just give it this lovely metallic coating. So, £53 for 10 strands. Seems like initially quite an outlay, but maybe you go half and half with your daughter or your friend. Or maybe you have a Jewellery Maker party where you buy strands, or you've used some and you just share them with friends and say, I'll tell you what, a bit like the swap shop from years ago. I'll swap you this strand for a bit of that strand. You know, you could delve in each other's store, in your boxes there. Text each other and say, I've got the perfect colour for that wedding in my 10-strand bargain bundle. Maybe you're into making your bridal jewellery, or you just love the classic elegance that a pearl gives your touch. You know, it gives in the touch and the design. So we're not going to stop at 53, it's a bargain bundle, therefore we put it together. So even at a bargain at £53 by Jewellery Maker standards, if you get all 10 today, if you're on that line right now, if you're purchasing online, you can have it for £41.95, which, you know, doing the maths, makes it £4.20 on average per strand. £4.20 for a genuine white pearl strand. And I dare say, I mean, she's pretty prolific and fast. She's already rustled up a fantastic tiara made out of the pearls. But I would be surprised, even at the end of today, if Linda got through all 10 of these strands. I mean, she's fast. She's the fastest gunshot slinger in the West. Pearl slinger. But I'll tell you what, you know who's going to be seething with envy?
Oh, yes, I was just about to say the same
Your
thing.
sister.
She'll be watching.
Oh, she'll be watching. Sheila, we're thinking of
yeah.
you. She's the pearly queen. She adores her pearls. She'll be jealous that she didn't get this challenge.
She will.
That's her own fault for being lazy instead of
that's
home,
right,
being in bed.
fault for stopping in
Should
bed
be here
on
with us,
Sunday.
shouldn't she?
Yeah.
£41.95. I think, would you say that's amazing value, girls?
I think it's amazing value.
Because it might seem like a bit of an outlay at first, but...
They'll go on forever.
Exactly.
You may not use them all at once. It may take you a month to use. It may take you 6 months, but you add it to your stash and they come out when you do that piece that you're trying to do.
Exactly. Or you might get, do you ever get commissioned or somebody asking you to make something, Michelle?
Sometimes. It all depends what I've been doing. I mean, at the moment, I tend to make it for myself because I find it very difficult to give it away. So I end up with too much.
Yeah.
So eventually I might think of doing craft shows, and, you know, sort of value like that be ideal, because the amount of pieces you'll make out of that.
Oh, well, I wouldn't even
will
like
go
to
on
guess.
forever. Go on forever.
And Rachel, do you ever make any as gifts for your friends? I know you've got your friends involved, but do you ever, rather than go buy a present, think, I'll just make something, or do they ask you to make something for them, or?
No, I haven't done that before, but I could always try it and see if it
or are you like your mum, you keep it for yourself?
Yeah, like
That's the problem.
I can just see the pieces you're wearing and thinking, she keeps them for herself. Yeah. Too right. They can make their own, can't they?
Yeah,
quite frankly.
it's hard to let go.
Exactly. It is, though, isn't it? Jewellery's like that, though, isn't it?
It is. It's very personal, because you make it for yourself, and unless, even with the commission, you've got to try and gauge the person's personality.
Yeah.
And what somebody doesn't like, somebody else does.
Exactly.
You know, so it
I guess it's easier
difficult.
if they like what you're wearing and say, could you make me one of those? And then, you know, well, I'll try, and if I've got the gems, if I've got the store. So let's go and see Linda. I'll take them with me. She's already beavering away. She's already pieces to show us, which are amazing. This lady made me a tiara for Christmas for my fairy, and everybody loved it. And I've got to say, this is amazing. This is amazing! Shouting it from the rooftops. You don't need to turn down your TV. It is amazing. Come on now, how much would you pay in a bridal store or to hire a tiara as beautiful as this? And the nice thing is you get to keep this. You've made this. Wow! Girls, what do we think?
That's fantastic.
In less than an hour. How beautiful. How beautiful. And I can still see silver potato pearls and coins and white pearls left. That is, I'm in awe. Linda.
I love making tiaras. And you know, you don't have to say they're specific for weddings because
no,
they're not. There's
occasions,
so much. I mean, even my 9-year-old niece has got a prom.
Yeah, the prom,
year.
the balls, they're all doing it.
Exactly, so it's really, really big business at the minute, proms and etc, etc. But the pearls in this, they're absolutely gorgeous. I mean, it's a pearl set from heaven, basically, because it's got, as Michelle just said, it's got everybody's personality printed in this bundle here. Yeah. Right from that tiara I've made there, which is, okay, let's call it for a wedding, okay? But then we've got the rest of it here, which we could probably do mother of the bride and bridesmaids.
Exactly. I mean, these earrings alone, that's just my evening out. So that's not even for any...
Well, pearls are timeless, they're classic. Yeah. Again, you can wear them with
Pretty.
everything. They're just sort of what I call my random earrings, where I've just twisted and twisted and put together. I haven't really given it a lot of thought, just followed the gemstone shapes on that. And because these gorgeous coin here, are these mother of pearl or they're pearl, aren't they? Proper pearl, of course they are. They've got that texture to them, so I thought we'll put a little bit of twisted findings with them, just to work with the texture on the gemstone.
That silver and white is exquisite.
It's beautiful.
See all the rainbow colour there.
It's absolutely beautiful. And this type of, if we're talking about the earrings and then we move on and do the suite of jewellery from the earrings, that sort of jewellery is going to sit in your jewellery box, on your dressing table forever and just be picked up as and when you need it.
I actually haven't given you your tiaras back, have I?
Well, no.
I kind of a bit taken. I know that's shocking. That is a live announcement of the fact that I kept. I will. I promise I will. She knows where I live. She knows I'm here every day, so she can have me.
Where she lives,
they're just too beautiful to part with.
Now, there's something pretty special about wearing a tiara. As I say, you know, you've got your catwalks, you've got your prom, you've got your this, you've got your that, you've got so much opportunity to. But to be truthful, making a tiara, I would have possibly, if I got a little bit of time, I would have probably used my silver work around the edge there. But you know, hey ho, the silver, gold, and pearl there. You know, we've got our silver pearls and we've got our what I call a classic pearl colour with the gold. And that doesn't offend me at all.
Oh, I didn't even notice. I didn't even notice. Do we do the tiara?
There's a tiara DVD.
There is. That's what I meant to say. DVD, yeah. We'll try and find that for you.
We haven't really bought one on air for a little while.
No, we haven't.
And I mean, we are head first running into wedding season next month.
Exactly. And like you said, proms.
And proms,
parties.
of course.
I mean, I know all the girls, they're like little girls, especially like the headbands and the little tiaras that you get with dressing up. And Jed likes wearing your tiaras. He does. He was very taken with them at Christmas time. So that's the end of them. You won't see those again.
Bless him.
And can I ask what gauge wire you used?
I've got 0.6 on there.
A 0.6?
Yeah.
A 0.6. And is that for
again, as Michelle said, there's different gauges to work with wire work. I beg your pardon, I've used 0.4. I've used 0.4, which has now evolved into 0.8 because it's twisted. Okay,
yes.
Because it's twisted, obviously there's the two sides of wire twisted together, that evolves then into...
Of course it does, because you've...
So that's given it its stability. If you continue twisting that, then your wire will go into a really nice organic curve. So you can... This is a bit of what I call a schizoid type of, if I can use that word on air, type of tiara, because if somebody wanted it a little bit more organic looking, then I continue twisting that wire and then you just get those perfect random curves rather than the organised ones, because that's what wire does best.
Did you do these, you see that silver line of pearls?
Yeah,
Did you do
first
those
of all
first?
you start, no, first of all it's the other way around. First of all you start with all your uprights.
Okay.
Don't worry about the design on it, just have the design in your head. Don't worry about the mechanics of it until you've finished it. So do all of your stand-ups first, finding the balance, obviously, and then you go in and out with a fresh set of wire and put the headband layer on, and then you play with the uprights till you've got what pleases you.
And with that bundle, you've got all the colours there as well.
Exactly. I mean, I could have really made. I could have popped in one of those beautiful teal blue ones, which would have given it the prom look then, possibly.
Yeah.
No, this is a gorgeous pack. I'm just starting now.
I was just about to say,
sort of a necklace using the flowers and the Keshi pearls, the bronzes.
These colours, you've just put these colours together, and
immediately
it shouts.
It shouts.
So, is this going to be a necklace, my darling?
Yeah, that will be a necklace, probably with triples bought together, triple strands brought together with the flower shapes, and then coming out again. I might do probably quite an asymmetric one on that one, I think.
Okay. Well, that's the fun of the making. You say, but it might go in a different direction.
It may well go in a different direction.
I mean, we'll see, because you've still got loads left there, but they're beautiful.
How much was this to start with?
$41.95, 10
strands, so that's just over £4 a strand.
Yeah.
Amazing.
It is, and again, I mean, to actually buy that, you know. I
mean, yes, if you do look at buying anything with that magic word bridal in front of it, then you're on a premium then.
So it's a multi-million-pound industry, isn't it?
Exactly. So if you work out that I have used probably less than a sixth of each strand on that, and that's using 3 strands, then you work out your math there and find out just how much that tiara has cost to make. And what sort of a profit margin. If you want to sell it, you've got your margin there. If you're making it for daughter, friends, whomever is getting married.
Or the prom, and we do the headbands, don't we, on the website as well.
Yes,
we've got these gold-coloured and the different coloured headbands there. And little hair combs. I love the hair combs for the fascinators.
Absolutely.
And
well, that's another way. Fascinators, that's another thing,
And they were $53 if you were to purchase this separately, the strands separately from Jewellery Maker. So the saving there is a good £11. Okay, my darling. Thank you, Linda. We'll see how that progresses throughout the day. Beautiful, beautiful. Come with me this way, because I have more bundles. They are my bead boxes. Let me just show you this as well. This is my Midday Madness coming up, my incredible quartz strand. We've taken at least £6 off the original price for you. So I just don't want you to miss out on that coming up at midday. Alrighty, thank you for the tea. Nobody yet has guessed Fee's mystery package. So let's have some quick fire bead boxes. I'm going to start with Jackie Boy's favourite. Slightly different to the one we had yesterday. I think it's the mix. I see a lot of home furnishings in these colours. Now that chance would be a fine thing, beautiful girl. No. I'll tell you what it is. It's the dyed howlite and mahogany obsidian, if that helps. If that narrows it down. We got it? Marvellous. It's mahogany obsidian there. Chocolate browns in the drops, the rounds and the puffy squares. But then it's these colours. I love the dyed howlite. With the buttons, the little flat, well, not flat because they're puffy coins, the rice beads, and the rounds, the 8mm rounds. Oh, now 6 strands. We've got our beady box as well. Let's take you through them. The brown obsidian 10mm rounds, 220 carats. The drops 14 by 10mm, 200 carats. The puffy coins, 200 carats there. Puffy squares, I should say. And then onto the howlite, the short rice beads. They are 11 by 8, 120 carats, 14mm coins. They are 150 carats. And the 8mm rounds, 120 carats of genuine gemstones. And I just love those colours, as Jack said yesterday. Very psychedelic, very 70s. And you see a lot of lovely home furnishings with the chocolate brown leather tees, and then the bright turquoise blue sort of cushions, or the wrap in the curtains, and those are those teal pearls that Linda's working with today in the bargain bundle. You know that, I think it said on the description green, but they're more turquoise blue to me, to my eye. They would look beautiful with this. Do you like these girls?
I do.
They're funky, aren't they, Rach?
Yeah.
Gorgeous.
The patterns really stand out, especially from a distance. Because sometimes you lose the pattern with distance, but even from here
that's a
really
very valid
out.
point, actually. Yeah, you can, from afar, you can see how striking the patterns are. They're very distinctive, aren't they? Very delineated, sharp.
Yeah.
Do you find the bead boxes value for money, or?
I've got so many of them.
I thought I'm putting words in the mouth there, so I'll just say the opposite.
Yeah,
You've
I'm
got
sad they're
loads.
going out.
Well, they're being sort of...
Revamped.
Revamped, thank you, my darling. Yes, yes. Because they're handy as well. Have you tried the polymer clay at all?
I have. I keep the polymer clay in the box.
You both do. Yeah. There you go. That's actually what the Howlite reminds me of, when you can make those patterns in your polymer clay. But anyway, originally $27.95. Not today. Not today. This is why your bead boxes are so cost effective. Such a brilliant way of getting lots in your store. You're perhaps using it a little bit later. Maybe to match up with other kits, maybe to mix in. Maybe, do you know those lovely baby blues as well that you got in that quartz pack earlier as well? Put those in with your Howlites and your browns there. Beautiful, and just mix them up again. I've got a very special offer on another strand of aquamarine as well. Smoky quartz as well. Put that in there. Oh, I have some real inner brilliance as well. Got some more smoky quartz coming up. They look beautiful together anyway. I mean, you don't have to keep with what's in the bead box. But they're $19.95. It's a 6-strand bargain bundle, as it were. And again, some lovely shapes. Some lovely shapes to work with. Drops, coins, rice beads, rounds, puffy squares. Lovely. Yep. Oh yeah, I love these. Can I just say, I think a lot of people have loved these as well and haven't jumped on them. And then have asked when would they be back, or saying, are you having those back in? So please, with the beadie boxes, you know, we're creating new ones. We've got the ones with the pendants now. They're not going to be repeated like this. So if you love them, now's the time to get them. Obsidian and Howlite, 1,010 carats. Alrighty. Jack loves it when I just bundle them back into the box like that. I haven't got the time, Jackie boy. The shell and the obsidian and the jasper. I'm going to go for this one. Yeah. Yeah, because that's something else, yes. Yeah, just making sure we're singing from the same song sheet. This is a great variety box, this one. This is beautiful. Straight, I mean, I love these. I'm going to put these nuggets on straight away. Look how summery that is with your colours of summer. Isn't that beautiful? That white shell, the iridescence, your coral colour today as well. Isn't that beautiful? It's just one strand. It's obviously on a temporary strand at the moment, but we can do lots with that nuggety strand. And this is my shell strand of my nuggets. They range from 4x3 to 6x9mm. It's a 90cm strand, which is why I always call the nugget strands like a double nugget strand. We've got my Jasper, Picasso Jasper rectangles, 18x13mm, 305 carats. Now, these are very distinctive. They've got very individual beauty, like tourmalines. Each one is like a gorgeous oil painting. Then, mixing it up further, I've got my 6mm silver shell pearl rounds. Beautiful. Perfection there. I've got my shell, beautiful, I suppose they're like petals, little petals. And this was originally $24.95, but we're not staying there today. I've got my Jasper corner drilled puffy squares. That ties in beautifully with the colours of the Picasso Jasper. That's more opaque, that's more translucent. And finally, my Jasper little puffy hearts, 12mm. Looks like a beautiful ornamental china. The Jasper Puffy Hearts, they're 12mm, 210 carats. In the corner drilled puffy squares, 140 carats. And in the rectangles, 305 carats. So in total, 655 carats of your Jasper, because we don't measure your shell pearl in carat weight, because it's organic. Now, originally $24.95. There's a lot of richness. I love the mix in that. Oh, my word, $15.95. I know, it's bargain-tastic, isn't it? Bargain-tastic for 6 strands. Is that £2.50 a strand? I'm trying to do the maths really quickly in my head. Yeah, £2.50, well, give or take that 5p. And your box for free. £2.50 a strand. And your beadie boxes, do you find these useful, Michelle?
I do, you can use them for quite a lot of different things, but what you tend to find is once you break your gems off the the actual strands, you can store them quite easily. So when you've got enough of them, you have them in colour. So
I was going to say, how do you coordinate your gems? Do you go by colour?
Go by colour.
Do you do the same, Rach?
Yeah.
Yeah. Colour coordinate. Some people do it by gem types or shapes.
Tend to do colours better.
Yeah, I think that's the way I'd be swayed. Not that we're telling you how to do it, but it's just the way
easier.
people organise things, isn't it?
Yeah.
Great for keeping your silver findings or little findings or little pendants, and great for, you know, because you can take out the little segments, because you can see they're all ridged, and they're great for storing pieces that you've made if you're travelling anywhere or taking them to a show if you're in that side of the business. But you know, for you at home and your hobby and this new hobby that you're starting with us today, what we've done is bring a very cost-effective way of, again, bundling 6 amazing strands and a very cost-effective price to make jewellery with, and we'll be showing you more techniques. And as a new buyer, don't forget, free DVD and booklet with your first ever purchase, just to really encourage you further so that you can see how easy it is to get started. Because I must admit, starting a new hobby, we can be apprehensive, can't we? We can be apprehensive about the outlay, we can be apprehensive about whether we're going to like it, going to enjoy it, going to be able to do it. So sometimes it's nice when a friend shows you and demonstrates to you, or your sister, or somebody just shows you. Because I think that's how I got started. It was being here on the show with the guest presenters, the guest designers, and just seeing them doing it, and them encouraging me to have a go. And I think that's the way forward, to encourage you to have a go. Now, 6-strand box, again, fantastic. Think of that early crackle quartz. We've got the puffy squares, we've got the Chinese jade puffy hearts, we've got the dyed howlite rounds and rondelles. It's a real monochromatic whizzy beautiful 6-strand pack. Chinese jade, your quartzite and your howlite. 150 carats of the 8mm howlite rondelles, 130 carats of the 8mm plain rounds, and 60 carats of the 6mm plain rounds. Then of the puffy squares, which are 15mm, you've got 240 carats. Of the hearts, which are 12mm, 140 carats. And then of the jade quartzite plain white rounds at 8mm each, 160 carats. So again, it's about mixing up those shapes for the shape and the look and the articulation of your jewellery. You'll see one of Linda's designs with our second kit, and the rectangles take the direction and style of the jewellery in a totally different direction. They lend themselves to different looks, obviously. And you see that in the creativity of the designer. So it's nice to get a mix. Originally $27.95, but not today. No way. Bargaintastic at $19.95. So again, a price point that is very cost effective, because it's working out, again, doing the maths, just over £3 each, isn't it? £3.30 a strand. And it's very, you know, when we're moving into summer, those very pure white gems are hard to come by in the gem world. You know, when it's absolutely pure white, like chalk, you know, a real vivid, striking contrast of the white. It's very few gems. I mean, you've got your crackle quartz or your white quartz, but that's clear, isn't it? Plus, you get your bead box for storage. All right, one more beady box, and then we'll have a little look as well at the text and see if anybody sent in the right answer for Fee's magic package. Whatever it is I've got under there. It's changing its name. It's morphing into something else throughout the day. Jack's laughing at me now. Yes, for Fee's mystery package is what I meant to say. Magic package. I was talking about passageways yesterday. I know, it was going everywhere, Linda. It was going everywhere. Right. Exactly. 3 of the blue, 3 of the black. We've got the onyx here, and we've got our blue, our China blue aventurine, which will look nice with that. I'm going to show you the aquamarine after this, remind me. It's coming up later. About mid. Right, we've got the puffy squares there. 12mm, 175 carats. The 14x10 puffy aventurine ovals, which are 140 carats. And then we've got the blue aventurine drops, 12x9mm, 160 carats. The black onyx plain 8mm rounds, that's 155 carats, 280 of the nuggets, and actually the rondelles, and this is important, are actually black agate. There's not a lot of difference between, you know, in all honesty, between agate and onyx. It's this crystal structure of the gem type. But the look is, it's very hard to tell by the natural eye. Okay, so there you have it. 1,060 carats. I love those denim blues, those princess blues. I think just with your jeans and a t-shirt, you know, with the whites of that last 6-strand beadie box. But it's blue aventurine. And the blacks there of the onyx and the agate, lovely shapes there as well to explore. Again, a lovely, lovely set of 6 strands there to really increase your jewellery making, because you'll find, you know, once you start, we keep getting these texts saying, you know, I'm addicted. You can't stop. How often do you make jewellery, Michelle, would you say on average, my sweet?
Oh, pretty much every night when I get home from work.
You're like Linda every night when you get home, yeah.
It's a relaxation from the everyday job,
yeah,
which is what it used to be. And I found, because I studied with the Open University for 7 years, wow. So I only had hobby time from between sort of mid-October through till January.
My goodness me, I suppose you had any time at all.
So I finished in December, so hobby time's gone through the roof now.
Ah, a bit more time to do the jewellery making.
That's it. That's
relaxation. I think that's the key word there, isn't it?
It is, and it is very addictive.
There we go. So we need to get started. All of these 6-strand beadie boxes under £20, because this was originally £21.95. £14.95 straight down. So again, to do the maths there, £2.30 a strand, £14.95. Incredible, isn't it? It is a relaxing hobby. I mean, it's a nice one to introduce other friends and family to, because I don't think, and often people think, because you might be a bit apprehensive introducing somebody to a new hobby and thinking, would they enjoy it? Well, I'm going to put myself on the line here. I think they would. I think you'd surprise them. And I think what a thoughtful gift, because often we buy presents for something and it's something they can use. It's something functional or something very nice that they like a DVD or a film. But to think beyond that and think, actually, I'm going to introduce them to something that really might just be with them for like forever, for life. And they can make and feel the satisfaction. And that's the thing, isn't it? The gratification is really quite instantaneous, isn't it? When you make something as simple as the earrings that Linda showed us earlier. So I just think it's a lovely, lovely new area of life, or your own creativity to explore that you might have thought was never accessible. Under £15, and it's relaxing. And isn't it, girls? These girls haven't got time to talk to me. They're too busy beavering away. This is what happens, you see. Everybody's got their head down. They're too busy working away and concentrating that nothing is said. It's just me chatting away to myself. Rightio, we're going to get ready for the second new kit of the day, which Linda is going to... How many pieces of jewellery have you made?
1, 2, 3, 5. 5 very heavy, gem. Heavy, very, very.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let me give you a quick glance. Have a little look, because we'll have a very quick interlude. I don't want you to go anywhere. This is our second new kit of the day, called Dance Floor, as opposed to Dance Hall, which I was calling it earlier. And we will bring it to you right up after this, so please don't go anywhere. We're going to get set up. We've got more techniques to show you, and it's our second new kit of the day.
Add to your collection with our Sculpey Clay Basics DVD, full of handy tips and hints for all levels. Join guest designer Debbie Bulford as she teaches us how to create basic canes, kaleidoscope canes, bead shapes and much more. To get your hands on a copy, phone our call centre now on 0800 644 5. New to polymer clay? Then why not come and join us on our Polymer Clay for Beginners course? Join guest designer Debbie Bulford as she guides you through the basic techniques of creating bead shapes, basic canes, pendants, feature beads and much more.
you will get the chance to design and craft your own pieces, which you can then take home. During the course of the day, you will get to have a backstage tour of the studios, meet the presenters and have a trip to our jewellery shop. The full course includes black and white clay, a colour clay pack of your choice, use of all tools, buffet-style lunch and refreshments, all for just $64.95. For details of course dates and availability, phone our call centre now on 0800 644 655. Jewellery Maker, bringing out the designer in you.
When you're watching our day show or repeat show on the internet, you can hold up to 2 items in your basket at any one time. However, when watching the live late show between the hours of 5 PM to 9 PM, things are slightly different. Due to the stock quantity being live, you can only place 1 item in your basket before you must check that item out, giving a fair opportunity for all watching. Remember, you can only purchase items from the live late show by heading to the Jewellery Maker homepage and clicking the Watch Us Live button. Enjoy the online experience with Jewellery Maker.
Had to have a quick interlude because the girls have brought cakes. I haven't indulged yet, but can I just show you these? I think, isn't it, girls, that if you come on the Sunday sofa, you have to bring cakes. Well, when I'm working, you have to. No, you don't. I'm only teasing. But they just know that I love cake. And, the Jed Monster. I might have to save it for him. Look at these. They're dusted with tanzanite. These are genuine cakes dusted with tanzanite. Look at that. They're not. They're genuine cakes, but they look like they're dusted with tanzanite or amethyst. How beautiful are they? Everybody's gone very silent in the tucking in. I haven't tucked into mine yet because I'd have icing all around my face. So, yeah, everybody else is, I'm very jealous of them. Thank you so much for bringing in the cakes.
Oh, you're welcome.
I'll put those to the side for the guys, but oh my word, I must concentrate on what I'm supposed to be doing. Right. I love when they bring cakes. I love when you bring cakes. Thank you so much. It was the not banana cake. It was a lovely, was it a lemon cake? I kept calling it the banana cake the last time. There was no banana in it at all. But it was lovely. Oh, right. Let's bring you the second new kit of the day, which, as quite rightly Linda's just pointed out to me as well, because I've just seen it on a design. I just clocked it, but I didn't know it was in the kit. There is some lovely silver chain, okay? Yeah, there is. Now, Gemma actually isn't wearing one of the pieces. Gemma's got our piece from our third new kit. We'll have a little look at her. She looks gorgeous, do you think? She's got a piece on from the third new kit today. But what we'd like to do with this kit, we're going to introduce it. We're going to show you Linda's designs, and then we're going to ask you to choose which one of the designs, so I'm going to ask Jack to label them up, you would like to see her show in terms of a technique. Okay, so it's like yesterday, we want you to choose which of the designs you would like to see in terms of technique, okay? So let's talk about the kit, we'll launch it, and then we'll have about 20 minutes or so, or thereabouts, and we'll give you time to text in. And at the same time, you know, you can let us know what you think is in my secret package. But let's take you through the dance floor. We've got my black and orange agate faceted drums. Now these are a real eye-catching piece. Fantastic luster, fantastic faceting, fantastic strength of colour and presence. You've got the whites, you've got caramels, you've got blacks, you've got almost like a rich orange red. They really glow with a real bejeweled quality. They've got a presence. Certain gems, you know, they make an impact when you see them. They have a presence, and this strand really does, as far as I'm concerned. And as Michelle said earlier, and Rachel, you know, she never sends anything back because everything that arrives looks even better than you can see on the screen. And I have to say, I think this is one of those strands that you're going to experience in that way. Now, this is what I love this strand, and you'll see why when you see Linda's jewellery. Look at this strand. It is my orange Chinese jade puffy rectangles, and it's the shape. The shape has really lent itself in a very specific way in Linda's designs, and I was talking about that earlier, but more of that to come. We've also got then as well my graduated faceted rounds in the agate, 160 carats. So if I just put that doubled over, you can see the extent of them graduating from 6 to, I would say, by my eye, judging by my eye, about 14 there. So 3 very rich, very sort of tropical. You know, an evening on the dance floor, very tropical. I can see you doing the salsa in these colours, I really can. We've got the silver in the kit as well as our beading materials. We talked about how the thread worked earlier, but look at that chain, 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 chain. Let's get the chain out while you're having a little look there, because this is, the reason I'm getting excited about the chain is because more often than not, good, marvellous. We're going to give you an amazing offer. I'm just getting this chain out because we often don't, this isn't a criticism of ourselves, but we don't often put the chain in the kits. And you know, well, I don't know if you do know the price of silver, but a silver chain bracelet, and it's a thick chain as well. It's not like a little bit of wafer thin. No, it's just going to snap. I've seen these made into beautiful and numerous designs, as well as just perhaps keeping it as a bracelet. And at the end, you have these 2 slider rings in there as well. And these are very functional for sliding on gem strands or finishing your piece. Again, Linda will talk more about that. So we've got all the silver, but we've got this length of chain, which I know our regulars love as well. Sterling silver chain, 7 inches with 2 of those 5mm slip split jump rings, which are like, they're like the way things on a key ring, basically. Yeah, there they are. I like putting, you know, like earlier when Linda made that little loop on the agate and then slipped it onto the earring. You know, you can just slip those onto something like this split ring and slide it over your silver. You know the way in which you put keys on a key ring. And it's a very transferable little charm. I mean, Linda will talk more about the other ways you can use those, but they're very useful, and you get 2 at the end of your chain anyway. So we've got all the silver, we've got the monofilament, the beading thread. Do you know, this being our second kit, I know what you're thinking. $24.95. Can I just say, we're not going to $24.95. We're not going to $22.95. It's brand new today, and despite having 7 inches of the silver chain in there, we want to encourage as many new jewellery makers as possible. Are we staying there? No. So yeah, 24, 22, 21. She's pressed the wrong button. It's all right, it's coming back in. We're not stopping there. It's giving you time to come in. She's teasing you today, viewers. She's had too much of that cupcake. Oh, it happens. It's not you, it's the controller, darling. I'm talking to my beautiful producer, who's doing very well, and she's blaming herself for these glitches on the screen. But I'll be honest with you, our little system here, it has a mind of its own, doesn't it, Linda? You can press that button today and nothing will happen till Tuesday.
Exactly, or Wednesday.
Exactly. Or you can decide to say, I'm coming in at a reduced price, but it'll revert to whatever it wants to. $19.95, we're not at 24 because we discussed that this morning. We were teetering on the brink of 22, 21, but we've come in at $19.95 for a fantastic. Do you think that's fantastic, girls? With a chain?
Beautiful colour. It's fantastic price, and you know, again, it's a fantastic kit.
There we go. I think we should have Michelle and Rachel on every day because they bring cupcakes to the show, and they're amazing. And you know, they just saved me doing my job, quite frankly. You're fabulous, you're fabulous. Under £20. And chain, actually, I know you've worked with other guest designers, but when's the last time we had presenters? When's the last time we had chain? I can't remember.
We haven't had chain for a long time.
We haven't, have we? Not in a kit.
Not last year, probably.
Do you reckon? Yeah, any kits I've presented, I haven't seen any in.
No. I mean, that is amazing value to have a bracelet length of silver chain. In a kit of that nature. Fantastic.
And for that price?
I mean, it's just that price is just, well, just think what you have to spend £20 on and then think £20 on that kit, my word.
Well, just a silver bracelet, you know, you've got the chain to make that. I mean, I don't want to stop you just with a bracelet idea. Yesterday, Lucy cut her chain into 6. We're going to look at Linda's designs. We're not going to talk about the techniques yet, because I want you to choose the technique that you would like to see. Okay, because I don't want to dictate. So we're going to give you about 20 minutes, if you'd be so kind, because it's all about you, this show. You know, it's about being interactive. It's about not us dictating what we think you want to see. So let's go over and have a little look at the designs with Linda. But it is launched at $19.95. So I'll take you through them one by one. We've got number 1, our beautiful bracelet. So it's really a matter of what you would like to see Linda demonstrate, because I'm sure you'd like to see them all, but it's time, isn't it? Linda will talk us through them all anyway, but we have this, the beautiful bracelet. We have number 2, the drop earrings. We have number 3. Nice use of the chain there, Linda. I like that.
Yeah, just a small bit.
Just a little smidgen at the top there.
Enough,
I didn't notice that before.
Enough. Yeah.
Number 4. There's the chain at the side as well. So actually cut into 4 in this case. Wow, that is dramatic. Or number 5 with those agate drums. So 5 very different complete designs. Linda's remit is only to use what's in the kit. So text us in, we'll show you that text number. Start your text James Studio and 60, you can have a stab in the dark there as well as to what's in Fee's magic package. Guess what that is, and whoever the first to guess it right will win it for free. We still haven't had a right answer, but let me know 1, 2, 3, 4 or 5 in terms of what would you like to see Linda demonstrate in terms of technique, and we will literally show you that in about 20 or so minutes time. We'll go with the majority vote. We get lots of text in, but we'll just go with the majority vote in terms of how many prefer to see one or the other. All right, my darling, so I'll be back to you in a moment.
Okay, fine.
I'll be back to you in a moment.
To it,
but Linda will talk through the designs anyway. Now I want to show you my aquamarine, because this is coming up. And yesterday we had a piece that was really high end, obviously. It was £30. It was a good 280 carats. I've got an amazing offer. Now this is a smaller carat weight at 90 carats. When are we doing this, darling? I'll do it in a moment. I'll just prepare you, because I don't want you to miss out. I'll do it in a moment. I'll just give you a few moments. These are 6mm, and it is genuine, beautiful blue aquamarine. And I've got a fantastic price point. So have your card ready, have your glasses, have whatever you need ready. I'm merely going to look at some more of your designs. Already the texts are coming in to see a certain design, but I'll give you a little bit more time on that. I'm going to look at some of your designs this week on the Wall of Fame, and then we'll launch the aquamarine. So please be ready, because I'm starting with limited stock, okay? Tell you what, I'm eyeing up these gorgeous designs here. We'll have another little recap in a sec. But Rachel, who have you got there on this week's Wall of Fame?
This is from Tina from Nottinghamshire, and it's number 66.
Hi, Tina.
It says, hello all at JM. This is my latest entry to the Wall of Fame. I made this from fluorite drops and cubes. I always get comments on this one, and I think they look like pansies. Enjoyed the show today, as always. Keep up the good work.
Oh, they do look like pansies, don't they? Very pretty with those purples. Yeah, exactly like the pansies. Beautiful. Okay, over to Michelle.
I've got 67, and this is Luba from South Ayrshire.
Oh, this is a regular.
Hi all at JM. Attached is this week's entry for the Wall of Fame. Necklace made from multi-gemstone chips and beads. All bead scoops I've bought with just a few white quartz faceted rounds from my stash. All bought from JM, of course.
Beautiful. A lovely colour in that, isn't there? Lovely colour. Now, this is number... Oh, I better give you these girls, because I nearly put something on them. Number 64. We don't want to do that, not with the tanzanite-covered cakes. This is from Jackie, and this is hematite and green shell pearls. She says, my DPD fairy has been twice this week because of the volume. But she says the gems were well worth the wait. Can't wait for Midsummer's Day, when presumably the DPD fairies will revert to their natural fairy costumes for the festivities. Jackie, you sound off the wall, my darling. Big hugs, including newbie Jack. Jackie is sending you Jack. New hugs. There we go. That's lovely, isn't it? Sharing the love, sharing the love. This is number 65, and simply from D. Fingers crossed, she says. End of. So I think that's the shortest entry for the Wall of Fame I've ever read out. Fingers crossed, D. So fingers crossed for you, D, and your number 65. Gorgeous. Gorgeous. Now, in a moment, I'm going to launch the aquamarine and then we'll join Linda for those techniques. But I'm all right to just, let's have a little look. I can't walk away when you've made such a aquamarine. That wasn't the cupcakes, was it? Phew, we're all right. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter if it was something else, as long as it wasn't the cupcakes. Look at this. Now, this is made out of the Turkish Delight kit and those 3 extra strands. Wow, 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 wow. You have been busy. Is that a bit of weave work there?
It is. It is. It's just a 2-strand weave, and I've used the temporary strand that's on the actual large.
Oh, right.
Large beads to do a little bit of a drop with. So don't waste anything.
Never waste anything. And you've since made another pair of earrings since we met. You completed your bangle, obviously, but we've got these lovely little pink amethyst earrings as well. And I can see another creation. Have you been gizmoing?
I have.
With a beautiful bit of ribbon work. Wow, those big, beautiful agates really lend themselves, don't they?
They do, because they're easy to work with.
Look at that. That is, you know, it's just the simplicity there, and that's all that coil work. And you've actually coiled that around the ribbon. How did you do that?
Well, it's a little bit of a cheat, to be honest. You get basically PC wire.
Yeah.
And you thread it through your bead.
Yeah.
Excuse me, we have figures of thumbs.
That's all right, darling.
So thread it through your bead.
Yeah.
And then you cheat. You put your piece of ribbon through like a noose.
Oh,
well,
yeah.
Obviously working on the coil.
But how did you get?
And then you just pull it through. You just pull it through.
But
Same
so
thing
you
on
pull
the
that
coil.
through all your coil like that?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness me, so simple, isn't it?
And
there's me thinking she's got the
effect.
ribbon, she's coiling. How does she do that?
No, it's a cheat.
You just pull it
Quick
through.
cheat.
That's genius. Look at how effective is that, Linda? Isn't that beautiful? Gorgeous, gorgeous. There we go. Top technique there from Michelle. I'm loving the cheat idea. It's not cheating. It's been inventive.
It's been inventive,
exactly.
But it's quick.
Exactly. And what else have we got down here? Oh, we've got a beautiful bracelet already finished with your favourite, your tiger's eye, and the potato pearls out that 3-strand pack. Loving the nail varnish, Rachel. Oh, I'm a real magpie. I love the glitter. That is gorgeous. And a pair of earrings as well.
Yeah, I haven't put the hooks on yet.
But they're still in progress there. Lovely pair of earrings. Gorgeous. Now, do both of you like aquamarine?
Oh, I love aquamarine.
Do you? Yeah. Dave?
Get the card out.
Dave, have the card ready. Let's do the aquamarine. And we've been flooded with texts about which one they want Linda to demonstrate. So, girls, I'll leave you carrying on.
Okay.
But Dave, she wants the aquamarine. She wants the aquamarine. So
aquamarine.
Let's launch it. Let's launch. Oh, sorry, darling. Did you want to show how to do the Wall of Fame? Let's do it after that. Yeah, we'll do it after this. So we'll show you how to enter the Wall of Fame, which is literally a chance to win £50 worth of credit or £100 worth of credit here at Jewellery Maker. And we do a prize draw every Wednesday. And all we ask you to do is send in your entries to us by email or post. So after I've launched the aquamarine, we'll show you how to do that so you can enter. And all we'd ask you to do is send in your design. We do not judge. It's like pulled out of a tombola. Right, we've waited. The girls love aquamarine. Dave, do you think he's listening? She needs this. It's the only aquamarine today. And I've got a fabulous price point, and it's brand new. 6mm. Beautiful quality. Your most precious of your beryls there. March's birthstone. Those gorgeous, soothing sky blues of your precious beryl. And the beryls are, because they're one of the rarest, you know, your emeralds or your big top 4, it's because of their formation. It's such a tricky concoction of minerals and heat and lava forcing itself into crevices and cracks. It's such a complicated and rare occurrence that this is what makes your precious beryls so incredibly hard to come by and normally very expensive. You know, let's face it, we've seen aquamarine jewellery, we've seen emerald jewellery, morganite jewellery, but I will say that, you know, OK, we haven't got the clarity, but what we have got is the trade-off is the carat weight. We've still got the beauty. And for me, the beauty lies in the tone of those blues. You know, really pretty, really sky baby blue. Now, it's brand new today, and I can say that the high-end strand I had yesterday at £30, because it should have actually been £10 higher, flew out. And actually, myself and Dee talked about this today, and this would have actually been at least another, a bit like the quartz strand, excuse me, at least another £7 higher. But I think key to Jewellery Maker is making it affordable, and this is what we want. We want access to the beautiful gems, the precious gems. We want to be able to wear them and make pieces with them. So again, I'm just doing a quick guesstimate, everybody. 5, 10, 15. There's well over 50. I'd say close to 55. Now, yesterday I did the maths of per aquamarine how much they were working out at. I mean, yesterday they were working out at 64 pence each. We'll get Deanna to get the calculator out after we've launched the price, but we are investing in those precious, precious aquamarines. And I'm just gonna, where did my pearl bundle go? I was just gonna grab my white, darling, could I trouble you? Thank you. I just wanna grab those natural, beautiful white pearls, simply because I think white pearls and aquamarine are just beautiful. They're just so classic, so pretty. You know that pearl bundle? Isn't that gorgeous? I mean, you don't have to, but I just think, what else would you complement aquamarine with, Linda?
Amazonite is a
yes,
dead ringer for me.
Those river sea
so
colours,
you've got
isn't
all
it?
those mixtures of the sea colours. Yes, exactly. It looks absolutely beautiful with rose quartz as well.
Rose quartz, yes. It's those delicate baby blues and pinks again, isn't it?
Absolutely. That's the pink and blue that you had earlier.
Yes, yes, the pink out of the quartz pack.
Yes.
For £9.99. I mean, there.
Beautiful.
You know, gorgeous.
It's got that little sharpness in that pink.
Look at
makes your
that.
mouth water.
It's like the cupcakes the girls have brought in.
Gorgeous.
Beautiful. And of course, we know, I mean, even with the silver, I mean, it doesn't matter. It's effortless beauty, isn't it? It's just so organically beautiful. Those beautiful, beautiful, but the crackle quartz you got earlier would just be searingly gorgeous. Look at those. Oh. And I'm not sure anybody's prepared for this, Deanna. I'm not prepared for this, and I know we discussed it, the most amazing price point for you. Please, please, please make sure you're dialing early. I'm not sure we'll ever be able to repeat this. That's not it. That is not it. We're actually going lower. It's that controller, darling, don't worry about it. We're actually going much, much lower. Are you ready, Dave? Michelle has to have this in her life. $12.95. A lot of discussion went on this morning. Isn't that insane? 90 carats. But I have only double figure quantity. Less than 50 remaining. Dave, action that call now. She won't forgive you. She'll come home in a bad mood. True, she says. I'm really dropping him in it, aren't I? Dave, get the card out as quick as you can, for crying out loud. Less than 30. Buy 2, because you know Rachel will only be miffed if she doesn't get a look in as well. $12.95. It is ridiculous. I think they've gone. Well done. Well done for being so quick. And don't forget to check out, actually, I should have said the smoky quartz that's coming up as well, which is amazing. I've had a text from Michelle in Gloucestershire. I was rattling on about cake, wasn't I? You know, because I'm obsessed. And she says, morning, Fee, Linda and the Sunday Sofa ladies. Fee, the cake you were eating is my husband's homemade coconut cake. That's right, it was coconut cake. I kept calling it banana cake simply because it looked like a banana cake, but it was coconut cake. And she says, if ever I get the opportunity to come on the Sunday Sofa again, I'll make sure they save you some. Loving the show today. Wish you lots of love, Michelle from Gloucester. I do remember Michelle. And your husband, was he called John? Well, your husband made the cake, I remember. And I brought some home for Jed Monster, and he loved it. He loved it. So nobody's guessed what's in my secret package. I'm going to have to start dropping some big fat hints, aren't I? Not to worry, not to worry. Right, we've had lots of texts in. Emma Norfolk says, was it aquamarine? No, we've just launched that and sold that. So sorry about that, Emma, it isn't. Beverly in Warwickshire, she says, great show, Linda, great show. And the text is, please, the majority vote has been, can you show necklace number 4? It's unusual, the colours are amazing, and that's Beverly in Warwickshire. Other guesses for my secret package? Mookaite? No. Lava rock, no. Jasper, no. Amethyst, no. Hematite, no. Silver beads, no. Malachite, abalone, no. Rhodonite, no. What's in sea? Kyanite, no. Chinese jade, no. Tiger's eye, no. Nobody's guessing it. It's not a bead box, but you would have had to guess the gem type if it was. I wouldn't just let you. So no, no. What's in my secret package? And you know what? It's going to be whoever gets it will get one for free, the first person. But you know what? For the rest of you, although it's been on air, so you have seen it, you will never have seen it at this price before. You know the way the aquamarine's just gone? That's my prediction. It's going to go like that. Alrighty, let's go see Linda, because like Beverly in Warwickshire, the majority of vote in terms of techniques has been, please, 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 can you show number 4? Actually, do you know, secretly, Linda, that was the one I was hoping they'd choose.
Yeah, well, it's quite a good one to do because there's several basic techniques going on in there as well that evolves into quite a complex-looking design. So
it's those rectangles.
Yes.
You know what I said, how they lend themselves to your design, and I'll be honest, this is the one my eye really was drawn to. And this is where Linda's actually utilised the chain. She's cut it into 2, but she used another 2 pieces for a pair of earrings as well and used it in cooperation with the beading thread there. And I'll let Linda do the rest of the talking because that is gorgeous. That is gorgeous. But your other designs, having said that, because we will come to that, your other designs weren't overly complicated, were they?
No, not at all, because we've got such a diverse collection of shapes in this kit, then you'll find that whatever design that you make will be quite complex looking. If you imagine if you've got all rounds in a kit, then you're going to come up with a pretty rounded look, which is probably quite obvious. But when you've got these different shapes, you know, you might be a little bit confused and thinking, oh, these are, you know, how am I going to put these together? But trust me, they will work, and they will work with your usual techniques, the usual techniques being the basic techniques of jewellery making, within using findings and also within using different types of beading thread techniques. You know, we can help you with all of that here. If you having a particular difficulty with anything at all, whether it's from just choosing to begin jewellery making and you've got a little bit of a concern, or you know, you've been there a while, perhaps you're getting a little bit bogged down through design, just give us an email, give us a text, and you know, if we can, we'll help you through that. And quite often that jogs us into another less of a comfort zone for us designers,
because we mustn't forget what people want to see.
Exactly, that's what I want to do. I want to do what you want to see.
Exactly.
And if I don't know how to do it, I'll find out.
Well, exactly. We'll go and learn, or we'll find out. That's what I always say when I do the academy. I say, if I don't know the answer, I'll go and find out the answer.
Exactly, and I enjoy doing that,
Alrighty, so this is the one.
Then, well, we started with that pendant type drop. Very, very simple. Each one separate, graduated in form, really. And the way to begin, I start at the centre. When I've ever got something that graduates, I always start with my centre one, okay? And then I can see where I'm going from that centre drop. All you do is you take a piece of beading thread, always take longer beading thread than you ever think you're going to need, and pop on one of the small faceted, are these agates?
Forgive me, yes they are, darling, yes. Yes, graduated agates.
Then, what we're going to do now is we're going to drop that down into the centre of the design. That's going to be a stopper bead, okay? Because I don't know about you, but I'm not that keen on seeing crimp beads at the end.
As a stopper.
Unless you've got some nice crimp covers, I'm not that keen on seeing them there. So this is what we use. We use a stopper bead. So pop that onto your doubled thread and then simply thread both sets of beading thread through your rectangle, followed by another round, followed by another rectangle, followed by another round. Okay, this is the same technique used on all of the drops. And then this is probably quite a good way now of showing you a use outside of clasps for crimp beads. Okay, so I've got 3 of the rectangles, that's correct, isn't
yes, darling, yeah.
Followed at the top by my round. Now, I'm thinking about design here. Before I'm actually putting it together, I've got a picture of the design in my head, so that's what I'm following. Consciously I'm following the design in my head, and I'm thinking, well, those rounds on the top, I'd like them to sit with some rounds above them. So now what we've got to do is make a connection in order to this part that I've just made. Now I'm going to eventually thread onto the form of the necklace. So I need obviously to make a way that that can happen. So we take one of the crimp beads that's in our kit. These are these little silver conical beads, and pop that through both of the threads. Okay, I'm getting some sponge on my fingers from my mat. And then in order to make the mechanic for the dropper, we feed back. Okay, I'm only going to feed one back. You don't need to feed two back. Feed one of those strands back because the other one is in there anyway, and just keep pushing the crimp bead towards your round bead there. Okay, so now I've got a loop here. I want to shorten that, so it's a good idea to take your flat nose pliers, because then you can see exactly what you're doing. You haven't got fingers and thumbs in the way. Take your flat nose pliers and just pull through, bearing in mind on all of the drops you want to make roughly as near as you can, you want to make exactly the same loop. And then again with the flat nose pliers, I'm now just going to compress the crimp to stabilise that loop, and then trim the excess. So we just go in, find the excess, trim that. You can always come back later and make that a little bit neater, but if you get your clippers and you sort of put them on a side edge and take it as near down to that crimp as you can, and then crimp it off, sorry, cut it off. So that's the first of the droppers. Now it's exactly the same technique on the two at the side and then the other two. The only difference being I haven't started off with a stopper bead here or here or here. All I've done, as you can see on that shot then, is I've actually knotted just a normal overhand knot used as a stopper bead on that drop there. That just gives that centre stage in the middle. Okay, and then the next thing we do, we're ready, if and when you've got all of those drops made, we're simply just going to thread, and we'll start at the beginning of the necklace. And sorry
darling, it's all right. It's like
yeah, sorry about that. I just needed a bit of a length of thread on here because I'm going to double it. Okay, so I'll move on. Actually, I won't start at the beginning because that will become quite self-explanatory. I think we'll use the chain. Okay, so I decided I needed 2 links of chain for my earrings, so I'm going to chop off 4. Okay, now to do that, find the point that is at the sort of the centre of the oval. That's the point that you can disguise later should you want to reuse this link, which you can do perfectly well. I did on a necklace on Monday, I often just glue a little bead in there and pull it round and push it back down again. So if you've got some tiny little silver spacer beads, then you've got your link back. Okay, so don't waste it, you have it back. So basically now I'm going to divide this in half, so that will then, if you're ever going to divide a chain exactly in half, to begin with you need an odd number, because obviously that's where you're going to cut.
Sounds opposite, doesn't it, to what you should do?
Yeah, exactly opposite, but you need an odd number of chains. So here we've got 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 20. Yeah. So I can take another one off, okay, and I'll keep that one later as well to use. So we need to find the centre and then chop it off there. We'll use that one for later. And then I'll just quickly show you how I attached the beading thread to the chain. So just take one of the links of the chain and pass your beading thread through the link and then double the beading thread, okay? And then what I did, I decided then to use a crimp bead as decorative, as opposed to its normal use of crimping it down to use it as a stopper to keep something in place that won't move, i.e. a clasp. I decided I would just use that as a little bit of follow-on from the silver chain and as a little bit of decoration, and then all I did was put on one of the gorgeous faceted agates, okay, and then followed on down the neckline in the design, which is just simply a couple of the rectangles with the agate used as spacers in between, okay, and then when we get to the point at which we've got all of our pendant drops ready, then we just need to, if you imagine now I'm down at that point, let's just put another one on so it looks a little bit more balanced. And so now I'm going to put on, I decided I needed 6 rounds, and then the 5 drops in between. So pop on one of the rounds, followed by what would then be your first pendant, which is just the single rectangle. Pop that on next, and then follow along, and then when you get to the centre point, you've got your centre one, and then you start your graduation back up again as it is on the original. And then when you come back up the mirror image of the neckline, you will notice that you've got to obviously put your chain back on. Now this is where you will use your crimp bead as a mechanic. So when you get to the point where you need to put your chain on, put both strands through the beading thread, the crimp over both strands of the beading thread, pop your chain on, and then just feed it back in exactly the same way as if you're attaching a clasp. This is exactly the same method that you would use to attach a bolt ring clasp. Feed it through, bring it back up as close as you can get it with a little bit of manoeuvrability where it meets the chain, so it's not absolutely static. Crimp it off, crimp off all of your excess, and then at the top, let me just show you that on the bolt ring clasps that you get, the little soldered ring on a bolt ring clasp opens. I don't know whether, I'm sure lots of people have noticed it, but some may not, but there's a little slit in it, okay? So we just open that away from us like that, take the link of the chain, place it in there, and then close that up in exactly the same way as you would on a shepherd hook to encompass the chain. Okay, and then you don't need to use the other part of the bolt ring clasp. You can use that as a jump ring somewhere else. So you can just pass that bolt ring straight the way through.
And we've got the slider rings in there, haven't we, as well?
Yeah, we've got the slider rings in there as well.
Can you use those?
Which they are meant to be used as jump rings with the chain. That's why they often include those sort of keyring type chains, because you can, if you imagine how you put a keyring onto a key, it's exactly the same technique on the chain. You can just slide it through, so there's no cutting involved at all, and it'll sit there quite happily. But of course you can use them as double jump rings. You can open them up and use them, they're obviously nicely twisted. There's lots and lots of ways to use.
I find them very handy, actually.
Yes, they are.
Great little charms.
They're excellent. Yeah, they're if you want to make a little handbag charm as well, they're good for that.
Beautiful. Funny enough, we'll be looking at one of your projects later on involving the brooch and you've made some beautiful jewellery out of it as well, haven't you? That's one of your projects. That's gorgeous. So gorgeous. So anyway, 1995, thank you for that demonstration, Linda. We'll join Linda as well for the last of our brand new kits, but she's also created our Chosen by You. So let's find out this week who is the lucky winner of all the beautiful jewellery that she's made, and have a look at this week's Chosen by You. Okay, who have we got? We've got Sarah Aldrich, and she says, "Ooh, I really hope I'm picked for the Chosen by You. I've only been watching Jewellery Maker for a few months, but I'm hooked. I've made a couple of orders so far, which my meagre bank account would allow. And I've made quite a few items now. I gained so much inspiration from all your designers' ideas during each show. They're all so talented. And it would be wonderful to have some handmade pieces at home to inspire me further. I hope I'm lucky enough to be picked. Kind regards, that's Sarah Aldrich. And Sarah, we have chosen you, my darling. And wow, Linda, you have been busy. Goodness me. I want them all.
It's nice to have a watch charm in there. That was almost read our minds for a future project.
Beautiful.
But, there's some beautiful gemstone in there. There's some citrine, which is so gorgeous. Chain again, so we can see how everybody likes to use chain. Because,
I've seen it used like that though, Linda.
No.
Like that?
No, it's, I mean, the technique I've just spoken about, I'll show you when we get to it.
Yeah.
Repairing chain with a gemstone.
Well, I'll take you through a few of the pieces that Linda was working with. Okay, so we've got a 3-strand pack of the blue agate, which I can see features heavily in quite a few of the designs there. You've got those large chunks. I mean, that design is beautiful. The banded agate and the silver grey white agate. That's beautiful. A 3. Yeah, it is beautiful, isn't it? Very different, aren't they, all 3? So that's your 3-strand pack of agate. Beautiful. So you've got your quartz there in the silver and the dove white, and then you've got the banded agate and the large agate navy blue nuggets. Now you can see them. It's a pack of 3, 980 carats. Like you said, Linda, nice to see the watch, which we'll bring in the mother of pearl watch faces in a moment.
Absolutely,
as well.
Yeah.
But I can see this in 2 of your very dynamic designs there. Predominantly in that large, long
this
necklace
one
there.
here. Yeah, this large.
Incredible.
Long neck, because I absolutely adore this, and you're so lucky to have it.
I know, I want it as well.
Oops, I forgot it.
It's like Michelle saying earlier, don't want to part with it.
I am going to, if there's any of these left, I'm going to make myself this, because I really, really making it. It's so, so beautiful. Again, when I just said about when you cut chain and repairing it, if you look at this design here, that's exactly what I've done. These are links of the chain.
Sticking a gem in.
So I just popped a gem on that point there where the gemstone is covering the cut. Just put a tiny little bit of jewellery glue on there and pop the gemstone on there to make a gemstone sort of connector.
That's
really
brilliant.
Because I thought it was such a shame not to use all of that chain, because it's so beautiful.
But I love the funky way that it makes the gem jump out of the design.
Exactly. Yeah, it's a very yes, that's right.
That's
it's
gorgeous.
sort of an uncontrollable type, but controlled look, if you see what I'm trying to say. It's just given an extra element to the chain as well.
So that's $17.95 for the pack of the 3 agate and quartz strands, and the chain that we're referring to is 9 inches of sterling silver hammer chain, the 13mm and the 17mm linked rounds. And these are the twisty. I love the way you just used 2 of those and the larger loop in the earrings, and obviously you've cut that to great effect. To a lot of effect in that necklace we've just talked about. That's at the bottom of the screen there.
Yeah, it's gone a long way, hasn't it?
Yeah, $17.95. How many times did you actually cut that, Linda? Just counting in your designs there.
I probably actually cut those links quite a lot and repaired them with using citrine,
at least 6 times.
At least 6 times, yes. It's gone a long way. And as you say, with the earrings, part of the chain.
Beautiful.
It's really pretty, isn't it?
Beautiful. And you can really feel the quality and the thickness of the silver there.
Yeah, yeah.
You can really feel it.
It's one of my favourite things is using chain in jewellery making.
Beautiful.
My thing.
And I can also see in there my fancy agate puffy ovals, this lovely turquoise and the brown. And actually you've incorporated that in that lovely weave bracelet. I think there's not many of these left.
Yes, this one over here, yeah. No, I don't think there are many of them
there's
left,
only about
actually.
Less than 5, isn't there?
Yeah, they're beautiful, aren't they? Yeah, they work really, really well with the agates. They've sort of given the edge to it, and working it with the rounds as well.
So what I'll do is I'll just talk about these beautiful, these beautiful citrines, the quality citrine cut beads. 9mm, again, low in stock, but 230 carats. It's that cut, Linda, isn't that amazing?
So beautiful.
Isn't that amazing?
Faceting on that is just so well thought out.
Beautiful. We need to do more faceting like that.
I
but
think
of course,
so, yeah,
it is more costly, but when you've got a lovely citrine quality like this, beautiful.
Beautiful.
And the Botswana. I've got my Botswana, my 6mm Botswana there, which you know I adore. Now we've used this in that lovely necklace, that very elegant piece.
Yes, I've used it with the golden obsidian, and it's worked out really well. What I have done with the Botswana, and I haven't done it before, but this time I decided to sort of colour code the Botswana.
Oh, okay.
And try and go through the greys to the caramels to the sort of whiter ones. Obviously, as in this strand here, we've got some that are a little bit deeper. But again, sort through it. And it just takes you a gentle eye around the neckline then. I mean, I'm quite happy to use it exactly as it is on the strand. I mean, that's fine with Botswana because it runs from those lovely greys through pinks to caramel colours. But I had quite a pale strand, so I just thought I'd use it.
Yes, it is actually, isn't it?
Yeah.
£6.45 as well at the bottom of the screen right now, the Botswana. And we'll get up that code, as you mentioned there, Linda, the golden obsidian. That's a favourite.
It's gorgeous.
The way it's cut, the way you see those gold shimmers on that black backdrop as well.
It's superb.
It looks fantastic in your design, the way it catches the lights.
You can really see that. It's almost like the gold has been poured into it and all sort of settled somehow.
Yes,
isn't it?
like a sediment
dust.
or
It's beautiful.
Sparkling,
Beautiful.
isn't it?
Yeah.
Really beautiful. So we'll try and get the code up on the screen for you for that as well. I think it's just coming in now. Low in stock, $7.95. And last but not least, I've got these beautiful moonstone that always remind me of Pussy Willows, and you've done a really beautiful illusion necklace.
Yes. Yeah, I did the illusion necklace, and I included it on the watch charm bracelet as well.
Yeah, and there's my watch charm.
It's beautiful with the mother of pearl face on that watch.
And actually that features in your brooch project
Yeah.
that we've got coming up later as well. But I think the mother of pearl, sorry, the moonstone drop style chips, 335 carats, are very low in stock, and I don't think there's any more on the web right now, so we just need to get some more of that in. So, beautiful designs. And actually, is that the monofilament?
Yes, the illusion necklace is using monofilament. You can do strand after strand after strand after strand, and as you can see, that's got 4 strands of what I would say is quite carat heavy, isn't it?
Yes,
there? And
yes,
it's holding
it is.
beautifully. It will not break, and it really gives you that illusion aspect.
Yeah. Gorgeous. Beautiful designs. I'm sure Sarah will be very happy with those. Gosh, it's like you said, I don't know how you part with it, because I want that and I want this, and but I guess what we've got to do is go make it ourselves.
Yes, definitely.
Yeah. Okie dokes. We're going to catch up with Linda in a moment on those pearls and the challenge, and catch up with the girls. But let's show you, because I did say this earlier, how to enter the Chosen by You section. And what we always like is a bit of a challenge, isn't it, Linda?
Well, most definitely.
Yeah.
I've thoroughly enjoyed this Chosen by You section. I really have. It shows us what gemstones you like,
and
basically,
findings as well.
And the findings too, everything. It gives us a window into looking at what you want.
Yeah, definitely. So let's show you how you can enter the Chosen by You section of the show.
Do you want to be a part of Jewellery Maker? Do you think your creativity can help to inspire others? Then why not get involved and send us your ideas? All you have to do is visit our website and select up to 10 components. Then we'll get one of our guest designers to make up the jewellery from the products that you've selected. Send your suggestions to chosenbyyou@jewellerymaker.com and we'll do the rest. If your entry is chosen, we'll send the made-up jewellery to you. Please only send your suggestions in once, as due to the vast amount of entries we receive, it can take a while for your email to be viewed. Good luck!
Nobody's guessed what my secret package is yet. We're still, druzy, no. Sunstone, no. Calcite, no. You need to think a little bit beyond the norm.
Oh, yeah, I don't know what it is. I haven't seen it.
No, you don't know what it is. The girls don't know what it is.
I have no idea what it is at all.
It's just a little bit different, shall we say. Not morganite, no. Could be anything, couldn't it? So keep your guesses coming, because the first person to guess it will win it. And also, we're waiting to launch it, actually, at a never-seen-before price. It is something you've seen before. Could be anything, but we will launch it at a never-ever-seen-before price, and I expect it to go like that aquamarine, just fly out. So think a little bit beyond what all the suggestions I've had so far. There's only one person, actually, who's gone in the right direction and was vaguely barking up the right tree.
Can we have a sounds like?
No.
Just
because that's going to give it away straight away. It may come to that. It may come to that, Linda, to be honest.
Okay.
It's something, because it's not Druzy, it's something that everybody loves. We don't have on the show every day. When we have it, they sell out really quickly. There's been lots of different variations of it. Nobody's guessed it so far. There may be more than one. Oh, any ideas?
No.
Anyway, keep your guesses coming. Keep your guesses coming. You've made this is the necklace you said you were going to make, isn't it, Linda?
Yeah,
beautiful.
Yes.
Now, this is the pearl bundle with 10 amazing. Talk to me about your necklace.
I've broken this necklace up now. I've used your silver and what I call your general pearl-coloured pearls in the tiara and these earrings. But then I've broken up these beautiful bronzy colours, these deeper earthy colours, into an asymmetric necklace, which with the flower shapes has worked really well,
lovely.
because the Keshi pearls almost look like fallen leaves to me.
Oh, don't they just?
So
yeah,
that's
a great description.
That flower shape really, really works well. And that's the type of necklace that will lay very, very easily, be very comfortable to wear. It's a classic necklace length, probably about 18 inches.
They do look like autumn leaves.
Yes, they do, very much so. So whoever put that bundle together, well thought out, putting in the flower shapes as well, because that's what hit me. And putting them together in these, this is on monofilament as well. So essentially the whole necklace is made using 3 strands and then separating them out into ones and the 3s.
So there's your 3.
And the Keshi pearls, because they're so organic looking, they all jumble together really, really
Those
well.
colours
They don't look like they're
no.
being supported by anything.
And there's the rondelles as well. Well, they're like a little button pearl, aren't they?
Yeah.
Love that design, because it's really allowing me to see how pretty the flower pearls are.
Yeah.
Those sort of
very
peridot
much
greens.
So. Yeah, I think it's gorgeous.
It is gorgeous, and the saving, because if you were to buy these strands individually, we're £53.70. So we have got basically a saving of almost £12 there, which, as you know, could buy you another 3 strands on today's show. Could buy you almost 2 of what is Fee's secret package. That gives you a big fat clue as to what the superb price is going to be. $41.95, and of course you made the gorgeous tiara, which we discussed earlier, and the earrings. But there's still more to come, with an hour and a quarter left of the show. But you know, there was such quality in those pearls, such a beautiful mix of colours, that I think Michelle said, you know, you probably wouldn't even come to the end of them in a month. You know, even if you're not working with all of them right now, there'll come a time when you just use a few of them or all of them in a piece.
Absolutely, and the thing about making your own jewellery, I mean, if you are making it for yourself, or you're making things and whatever, you can rework it later.
Yeah.
You know, once you've used that design and you thought, I still love those gemstones, but I'd like to fashion it into something different. Well, just cut it down and start again.
Yeah. Well, there's so much in there, you could just
but that's the beauty
about
having a hobby that you can wear, is you don't have to keep going out and buying something to match a new outfit or whatever. You can make it.
Yeah.
And I know several people have said, oh, I haven't got anything to wear with that dress I bought yesterday. Oh no, I'll just go make it. And an hour later.
Sometimes when you're trying to accessorise with a certain colour, you know, perhaps like your coral or your pink, and you're trying to find it to buy, it can be really difficult, can't it?
Yeah.
And you look and you're trudging around the shops, and it's much easier just to either have the strands in your store and make it, or see that coloured strand you see on the show and think, I'll have that, and that'll be perfect.
And this is a hobby, really, that is learnt very easily, very quickly. I must exaggerate that fact. This is something that you will pick up in an hour.
Yeah.
Literally, even less than an hour. That's the beauty of jewellery making. It looks complicated, it looks fantastic, but it is so simple to do.
And we'll send you our free DVD, New Jewellery Makers. I mean, if you really, really want that one-on-one tutorial, we do different aspects of the jewellery making here with the beading, the silver clay, the different workshops that we do, the polymer clay, the wire work, and then of course we have the more advanced DVDs for the macrame work. And once you've got a technique, you'll start to integrate that.
Exactly, that's exactly what I was about to say. Once you've got a technique which will take you seconds, then you just move on with that technique and then move through design, really, using exactly the same technique. It is not rocket science.
And every day we'll show you new techniques here on the show as well. Beautiful. Well, there's more to come from Linda on those, so I'll leave you to it, my darling, because I know I haven't given you much time because we've been yakking so much.
No, I'm enjoying it.
Let's come this way and launch something new. Can I launch my 3-strand pack of quartz? Because it's gorgeous and it's talking to me. And it's the beautiful, I'm going to call it lemon sorbet. Oh, right. Well, I picked it up now. What did you want to do? Oh, yes. No, that's to come. That's to come yet. That's to come later. She's on about my lovely nuggets. In fact, let me get those out. Sorry, I'll do those after midday because I did say midday madness, so we won't do them yet. But I'll just keep, because we've taken a good, like I said, 6-7 pounds off these. But my producer just loves these. I can't wait to do them. But I'll just give you the heads up in about 15 minutes time. 15 minutes time. Perfect. First, look at these. It's like a lemon sorbet, a key lime pie. You know, we had the beautiful, the blues and the pinks. They absolutely flew out. I mean, there is summer with the peridot of the third new kit of the day. Hot summer lemons, hot summer golds, 8, 10 and 6mm. My 6mm are faceted, my 10mm are faceted, my 8mm are perfect rounds. That is a real sunshiny look, would you agree? And I just think if you pop in the colour of a red or a hot pink like the girls are working with today in their Turkish Delight kits, you know, you can really mix and match. Or if you make lovely floral, because they lend themselves to, you know, all the floral and the fauna in the garden. Very bright, very vivid, very... There's a lot of fun to be had in the jewellery making as well. And there's a lot of fun that, you know, our jewellery can be very classical, and very perfect, but we can make it really fun and funky as well. And I think with these colours, your eye lights up, you know, your décolletage, your wrist, wherever you're wearing the jewellery, it brings that sense of fun and occasion and beauty. I mean, they make me smile just looking at them. They look like a beautiful cocktail, don't they? They're so pretty, aren't they, Michelle?
Very summery.
Very summery indeed. What would you mix in with these?
I think I'd really sort of make it jump out and put some orange in there.
Orange, yeah.
And it just looks like a fruit bowl then.
A fruit bowl, I'm liking that. How about you, Rachel?
Yeah, they look nice with blue or something like that.
Blue,
The aquamarine would go really nice.
Yeah, you've got the blue of the sky, the yellow of the flowers and the green of the grass, yeah. Literally emulate what you see in nature. They do, they're very bright, they're very fun, they're very, very summery, and they're brand new today. Let's bring you an amazing price point. There you have it, $9.95. They actually should have been launched at $11.95, but we've been naughty today. Lots of reductions on these launches for you because we really want to enable as many of you as possible to get making the jewellery. Our text subject today was what keeps bringing you back to us, and we've had the inspiration from our designers. We've had it about the different gemstones that we have, the DVDs, the fact that you don't have to go anywhere else to get everything you need for your new hobby. And as Linda said, it doesn't need to even be that much. But if you want to, you know, at your own pace, as Michelle said, go even further and incorporate lots more advanced techniques or lots more silver or wire work in your jewellery, you don't need to go anywhere else. Oh, breaking news! Somebody's guessed what Fee's secret package is. Right, what you need to do though, when I tell you who it is tell me your customer number. So we're gonna have to ask you to text back. Obviously we won't release it. But there are a few of you that guessed right, but we did say the first person who guessed it right, okay? Because everybody else will be a winner because I will launch it now that we've actually had the right answer. So make sure we've got this code. WCHK29. Here we go. Okay, leave that with you because I think it's time to launch, don't you? Fee secret package. Fee secret package. What was the lady's name or gentleman's name who guessed it right? The first one to come in, because you weren't alone, a couple of you came in at the same time, well, almost the same time. The first person in was Carol in Aberdeenshire. She says, is it lac beads? Yes, Carol, it is. Well done to Carol. You are getting these absolutely free. Carol in Aberdeenshire, can you please text me back beautiful and tell me your customer ID number so I can send you these. But for everybody else, yes, we might have seen them, but you will never, ever have seen them at this price before. We've got the gold, we've got the silver. Wouldn't these look nice with your big agates today, girls? Oh, we've got the little round barrels with gold sprinkled on them, the burgundies. You see, I was thinking, do you know those that first kit that Linda was working with earlier? I really liked. Do you remember those lovely pearls? Let me just go and grab one of your designs there, Linda. Do you remember these? I just thought these would look great with that first kit today. What was that kit called? Dance Floor was the second one? Orient Express, yeah. You see why I thought those pinkies with, wouldn't that look beautiful in that first kit? Orient Express, or, you know, on our new kit still to come. Look at these. Have you used the lac beads before, girls?
I haven't, I must admit.
Have you not? Ever?
No, not
All
yet.
the different designs, really?
No, not yet.
Goodness me. Oh, we need to
Let's have
send
a
the
go.
girls home with some. Dave, get the card out. We need to get these because no one has ever seen go to this price, okay? Well done, Carol. Make sure you text me your ID number, my darling, so we can send you these for free. Now, you get 8 of these lovely textured, I call them like a little barrel shape with the gold flecks. 2 of the large orbs, like antique gold, lovely sparklers. 2 of those in the silver, and they're great for threading your ribbon or your cord through because you see the size of them. And then 2, they almost look like a monkey nut shape. Don't know how else to describe that really. In a burgundy, rose pink, and all hand finished, all handmade. Set of 14 in 4 different styles. Well done, Carol. Thank you for your texts. Carol gets it absolutely free. But do you know what? These were even as low as just under a tenner. Forget that. Forget for 14. Are you ready for this? Hit those phone lines right now because you've never used them before, like Michelle and Rachel. We're not stopping there. Oh, we're doing better than that. Get that out of my sight. We're doing much better than that. That's all right, beautiful. For 14, $6.95. And they make such an impact, don't they, Linda, in your designs?
Absolutely huge, because you only need to use just one.
Yeah.
Not all of them, and they look fantastic in those, you know, those bracelets that certain company makes with the big large holes, and it's just one of those. Yes.
Yeah. Exactly. You could just have one as a feature in the middle and then your gems going around the outside.
And even a guy's necklace.
Yeah.
Or bracelet using leather cord would look fantastic, wouldn't it, with just one of those burgundy ones in the middle.
Definitely. And what does it work out at? What's 14 into 6.95, please, my darling? Hey? 6.95? I know. We've gone to a never-seen-before price, Linda, for Fee Secret Package. 14 into 6, just under 50p each. Just under 50p each. Beautiful finish. And as Linda said, you know, you just need a few. Just need a couple in there. They really bring something to the party of your design. I love the luxury of the gold and the fact that I've got the silver in there as well. And then those smaller ones and then the burgundy ones. Lovely with that first kit. And you know what? Add it to your order for under £7. This is where we wanted you to be able to explore the lac beads. If you're like Michelle and Rachel, they haven't used the lac beads in their designs yet, then this is the opener for you. This is the tester. And you know, with that 1p all weekend and the fact that we've gone to a never seen before price, no one's ever seen them so low, and under 50p each, 14. So well done to you, well done, Carol, and thanks. I know a few of you got it, but Carol was the first. So well done for guessing the secret pack. Carol's given us her ID number now, has she? I think she may have done. If not, Carol in Aberdeenshire, please. Text me your ID number so that we can actually get this to you, honey pie. But make sure you don't miss out. And don't forget 30-day money back. Just that little essence of je ne sais quoi, that little essence of beauty in your designs. OMG. OMG. No. We were trying to find this yesterday. Yeah. Everybody, something's coming up. I'm going to give an hour. Oh, it'll be my last thing I do. Because we were looking for this yesterday. We were talking about it, weren't we, Paul? But we couldn't find it. So I didn't think it was happening in the show. I'd have been shouting about this. This would have been on my Facebook. I'd have been talking about this for like the last 4 hours had I known. I'm so sorry, everybody, but I didn't think it was in the show after all. But it was. It's next. I didn't even think it was here. Girls, guess what's in my hand?
Druzy?
No, better.
What can be better than Druzy?
What can't we get on Gems TV at the moment? And it's a feminine coloured gemstone.
Morganite?
It's like Morganite. Kunzite's right, Michelle! Kunzite's right! Heavens above! I didn't even think it was in the show because we couldn't find it yesterday. Paul and I, we were talking about it and there was a mention, there was a rumour. I go, no, can't be. I will give you an hour so that everybody, please phone Muriel, phone your neighbour, phone grandma, phone your sister. I want nobody to miss out on this Kunzite. How many have we got, honey pie? Oh, there we go, straight away. I'm on a downer. Double figures. I've only got double figures. I've only started with double figures, but literally I will do that at about 1:45. Let's make a pact together, you and I. 1:45 so that we can fit in with, you know, our roundup with the girls and everything. I just don't want you to miss the Kunzite, okay? So if you've got to go out, make sure somebody's there poised with the card, ready to pounce on the Kunzite. 1:45. Oh, that is amazing. I can't believe I'm talking about Kunzite on the show. Seriously, we need to get Dave in on this. The man has, you know, forget everything else I've said today, Dave. This is Michelle's other half, her husband. Seriously, she has to have the Kunzite. We have to have the Kunzite.
Well, it doesn't come on very often, does it?
It doesn't. We can't even get it for Hell for Leather on our sister channel. We just can't get it. Just can't get it, Linda.
Just look how pretty it is.
Right. Okay, well done on the lac beads though, congratulations, well done, absolute bargain at £6.95. I've also got hiding down here, oh, I better delve. Some beautiful smoky quartz, let's have a little look. Which would go beautifully with my third new kit today, Berkeley Square. Actually, wouldn't that Kunzite look delectable with that third new kit today? Oh my word. Shit. Linda, Kunzite.
I know.
With your rhodonite.
It's ages since we've had it.
I know, I can't believe I'm even talking about it. And that lovely smoky quartz.
Oh, yeah.
Gemma's wearing a beautiful piece here. And Linda's made 3 very high-end pieces. So she's made a pair of earrings, the bracelet I'm wearing, obviously, and this is what we'll show, simply because this is the real statement piece in the actual kit itself. So very, very pretty with whatever you're wearing. So we're going to get ready. We'll just take a moment. We're going to get ready for the new kit, but I will launch, before that new kit, this fantastic quartz strand. So we'll just take a few moments and bring you that fantastic quartz strand right up after this, so don't go anywhere.
Here is a quick tip when using ribbon in your designs. Taking your cutters or scissors, simply cut the end of the ribbon on a diagonal. Then apply a small amount of clear nail varnish or craft glue and dab the edges of the ribbon to seal the fibres. This should reduce the fraying to a minimum. Take a generous piece of your beading wire and thread 5 gemstones on. Take one end of your beading wire and thread through the first gemstone and pull tightly, making a circle. Take one end of the beading wire and thread another gemstone on. Then take the gemstone and thread across the middle, exiting out through the opposite gemstone. Thread through the next gemstone so that both ends of the thread are facing the same way up. This will enable you to then carry on threading on both sides of your necklace.
Shop with us on Friday, Saturday and Sunday and you'll pay one delivery charge of just £4.95.
Alrighty. Now look at this quality, look at that clarity, that lovely movement, that liquid movement, because that's what it looks like, doesn't it? It has an almost sort of limpid quality. This light, the rose pink quartz, you can actually see the temporary thread through it. The minty greens, the gentle golden summer yellows, the deep dark rich purples. It's a multi-quartz strand and it's a beauty. It's my midday magic. And like I said earlier, there's a good £6 coming off the original price. That's all we've done today. Ignore what we should be selling at and just go, oh, let's take some money off. That's it. Everybody loves a bargain. And we want you to have those beautiful pieces that you can make yourself with Jewellery Maker and to get involved with us here and be part of the family. 300 carats of the multicoloured quartz and those large, and they've got such a lovely smooth aspect. They're beautifully polished. You've got your amethyst, your rose quartz, your green, and your lemon quartz there. And lovely different parcel shapes, some more nugget shaped, some more oval, some more in an angular square like or a rectangle shape. Lots of light garnering in them, lots of lovely gentle colour like those pastel shades we were talking about. But then you've also got the pop of those very rich large amethysts and into almost like the Rose de France amethyst variety as well. A lovely lavender in there, as well as the dark rich purple. So great variety. And you can see them moving on my hand there as they catch the light. Beautiful sort of swimming light in there. There's the close-up. Brand new on air, first time on air. They do have that liquid quality, don't they? Because the light is really just picking up the gentleness of the colour and then coming back to your eye. Great clarity on a lot of those pieces as well. And then even the rose quartz, it's just like a hazy spread of light almost. Gives it that velvety, fuzzy feel. Yeah. Yeah. Now this is a big carat weight, 300 carats. We're taking a good, like I said, £6–7 off the original price in terms of where we should be, but we're launching it. So we want you to have it rather than just have it in the vault and be talking about it. First time ever on air, brand new today. $15.95, but we're going to take another £1 off because actually $14.95 is actually where we wanted to set it. So can I just say, the original price was not $15.95, it was actually $21.95. So that gives you the impression that actually all we've done is taken £1 off. We haven't. It was $21.95, £6 off there, £6–7, like I said, $14.95. So we wanted to go even lower. I wanted to get it under the £15 mark, basically. So please, please, please do not underestimate that beauty and that quality, as I know you won't, because you know the quality. Can you see that quality there, Michelle? I know I'm a bit far away from you there, darling.
Well, it isn't. It's very, very...
Let's go see Michelle.
It's very clear.
Very clear, isn't it?
So the clarity on it is superb.
Have a feel.
The colours.
Beautiful, aren't they?
Colours are fantastic, aren't they? Again, you wouldn't have any problem using that with the different colours that are available. And, oh, you just want to...
Hug it, caress it, have it, love it.
They're very tactile because they are a lovely strand.
They are. They're big gems, aren't they?
They are. They're very big gems.
Beautiful. How would you use those? How would you use those in your designs? What would you put with them?
I don't know. I think tassels at the bottom as drops and maybe space them out a bit more so that you can appreciate each of the colours individually rather than all together.
Yeah, exactly.
So I think I'd use them sparingly, you know, a couple of the different colours up and down a necklace or something just to make them stand out more.
Yeah, yeah, and give them that air to breathe and catch the light. And
yeah.
Do you like those, Rachel?
Yeah.
Would you be splitting that with your mum, or?
Yeah.
Have a feel.
They're lovely. Like, they go with amethyst and stuff.
Yeah, fluorite actually I was thinking as well. Would you know, just because of the minty blues and the purples, but
yeah.
Beautiful. Some key pieces, thank you, darling. Don't have to use them all together. You know, we can separate those up as Michelle and, you know, Rachel were talking about. Use them separately, create them as key feature pieces towards the bottom of your necklace, create a little tassel. They're gorgeous, really gorgeous, and they should have been $21.95. Controller brought in $15.95 because it's having a fit today, but $14.95. We wanted it just under the $15 for you, so you know that you could appreciate that quality. You've got that 30-day money-back guarantee, which I know you will, but it's nice to have it and see it and feel it, like Michelle's just done in the hand, you know, and see that quality and understand, you know, why some strands are just a little bit more than others. But we want it to be affordable, we want it to be accessible. A beautiful, beautiful strand, and I'm sure you'll make great use of it. For instance, in our third new kit of the day, which we're going to move on to now, Berkeley Square, my word. Now, Jem has been wearing that necklace throughout. I've handed it back to Linda now because she's going to show us her design. She's devoid of it now, it's gone now. Look at her, she looks a bit bare, doesn't she? She looks very disappointed. What she needs to do is get this kit straight away. This is called Berkeley Square, and let's pick up the pop of that incredible peridot. Now, at the moment, I don't know if you've seen any of our little bits of footage that we've played out. Hunan peridot. This is a place in China where we go for our peridot, but I'll be honest with you, we haven't got any. Single strands. It's only what's in the kit. We haven't got any to sell. So what you see in this kit is what you get, because we also go to Africa, Pakistan to source your peridot. It's a very special gem. It only forms like diamonds in the core of the earth, the magma of the earth, and it shares beautiful, beautiful brilliance. It shares that beautiful glow. It shares that beautiful fire and that quality, and you've got 110 carats there, really glowing with beauty. Then we've got the gemstone that is incomparable because of its variety of colours. Tourmaline. No two are ever exactly the same. It's a pleochroic gem. You see two different types of colour. It's the endless number of faces. That's the reason why it suits any mood. And if you're into the metaphysical side of your gems, it's supposed to render your friendships firm and long-lasting. So very complex. Changes composition, hence you get this amazing over 1,000 different colours in this family. This is a very limited edition kit. I've only got double figures I'm starting with, okay? And I did say earlier, this is one of our high-end kits. This is the high-end kit, so perhaps we should have been pitching it at $34.95, but myself and my producer, Deanna, you know, because of the limited availability, we're not going to do that to you. Finally, a gem that I rarely see faceted, because it rarely forms gem quality crystals to facet out of, rhodonite, 12 millimeters. Gorgeous. And to think that we've got, because tourmalines, you rarely get good quality for your gems to be faceted. You've got a whole strand. Peridot, it's so important that you get those mid-tones, like a meadow grass, that you get that beautiful vibrancy, because you don't want dull dishwater peridot, because it only comes in the green. It's an idiochromatic gem. Then you've got the pinks of a rhodonite that rarely forms into good enough crystal for you to cut it. The rhodonite, it's got those black little dendritic manganese oxides in there. It's a delicate baby pink. You get lovely caramels in there as well. These are your 3 gemstone strands, 450 carats. We've got all the silver in there as well. They're going like hotcakes because I'm starting with double figures. That's a free phone number to dial. Remember, free DVD and booklet, regular new buyers as well, if you wish to get started with us here today. Are you ready for this price? $24.95. We're talking precious tourmaline, precious rhodonite, and exquisite precious peridot. And we're talking under £25 for our lovely final kit, our high-end kit. Incredible. Every colour of the spectrum there in the tourmalines. All of that unique beauty. Every single one of those peridots perfectly matching in terms of colour tone and saturation. And then the rhodonites. I've never seen so much rhodonite, such big round cut rhodonites, 12mm each, in any of our kits. And there's less than 50 now. Started with double figures, already down to less than 50. So please, 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 beautiful jewellery makers, act quickly to avoid disappointment. We're going to visit Linda in a moment. She's going to take us through her designs. Do you like that, Michelle? I can see you gazing lovingly over this direction.
I like rhodonite.
Do you? We rarely have it, do we?
It's very difficult to get hold of, and sometimes when you do get hold of it, other than from here, it tends to look very dirty, and you don't get the pink or the salmon pink hues that you've got there.
Exactly, because you get those natural flecks in there, and I'm not going to deny I can see that in these, but it's more of a predominance of the pinks.
It is.
Yeah, the salmon pinks. What a lovely way to put it. Yeah, the pinks and the salmon pinks. That is the overriding predominance of colour that you're seeing on these rhodonites with their little natural dendritic inclusions. So less than 50. Popular, like I said, it's our third new kit of the day, Berkeley Square. So please, 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 please make sure you join us early on that free phone number. We've got all the silver, we've got the monofilament that we talked about with Linda, the beading thread, the elastic. And she's made 3 gorgeous designs. I've been wearing the bracelet throughout. We've got a lovely pair of earrings to match and this fantastic necklace. How did you find the kit, Linda?
It's absolutely beautiful. I mean, to have rhodonite, peridot and tourmaline in a kit is a complete treat.
Isn't it?
Isn't it? I mean, they're all very, very reputable, high-end gemstones. And I think you've made the point on the fact that this rhodonite is faceted.
Yeah.
You know, so that's the icing on the cake for me.
Yeah. I think the only other time I've seen it, Linda, was chips.
Yes, I think that's right. And then, I mean, these 10 mil, are they?
12.
12
12.
mil, wow.
Yeah, 12.
Really significant. And tourmaline to me,
well,
that's it.
You're
End of
onto a
story.
winner, aren't you?
Yes, every time, because you've got every conceivable colour hue within one gemstone category, haven't you?
Yeah,
that
absolutely.
That exists, really. So if you've got tourmaline in a kit, if you've got tourmaline in a strand, and if you've got a stash, you know very well that you're going to make it work because it's all there in the tourmaline.
And there's our bracelet. Simple threading through, and then is that with the head pins in the kit,
yes,
my darling?
Yes, that's just with the head pins, making a little gemstone chain and a little bit of roll wrapping on that first rhodonite and passing the head pin through, so the little ball end.
Oh yes, a little spiral
effect.
Yeah,
the little
there.
Ball end there on that roll wrapping there. Again, it's just using your bindings to try and make a statement within the jewellery as well. You don't have to keep using them just to put bits together. You know, try and make them stand out because they are silver. Yeah. And they do work.
Gorgeous. But the necklace is what you're going to show us, isn't it,
right,
my darling?
The necklace is just a 2-strand weave, okay? So here we go again, using an extra long length of beading thread, okay? And then what we're going to do is, in this case, we're going to pop our bolt ring clasp on first. We don't need a crimp bead because we're using 2 lengths of the beading thread double, so that we can just make sure that it just stays there beautifully. And then the next thing I did, because I tend to think that if you have got chips in a kit, or you're using chips and another shaped gemstone and you're making a necklace, it's quite nice to have a few chips. You can take them through the sort of front design, as it were, but just have a few by the clasp either side. I just think that makes a necklace sit better at the back, and it's certainly more comfortable in my view. Just to see that, particularly if it's you're using it as an integral part of a design, it's nice that, you know, we have got a back, we have got the back of our neck, and other people do see that. So it's quite nice.
Sorry to interrupt your flow there. The kit has all been allocated now.
Well,
so,
well done, because
you had to get on that quick, didn't you, really?
Yes, most definitely. Yeah. It really is the most beautiful kit. I mean, just peridot alone.
That's gorgeous, isn't it? The peridot you're working with right now, yeah.
Absolutely.
So well done if you did, but we will go back to the design.
Right, so put a few of the peridot chips at the base of the neck, okay? And then take both strands, double strands, through, in this case, 3 of these most, oh, they're so beautiful.
And just so nobody feels too left out, we will go to some low stock kits after this, because we can still adapt this technique with some of the kits as well.
This, well, look, from a designer's point of view, this is just simply a design. You can do it in any gemstone at all, any shape gemstone, any colour gemstone, anything at all. This is just the way that this took me using this particular gemstone, but please use this design if you like it, using any gemstone at all, any shape as well. So when we've come to this point here where I've put this little backdrop at the back of the neck with the chips, then I've put 3 of the rhodonite and then 1 of the peridot chips, and then we're starting a weave. Okay, so we'll take one rhodonite and put it on one side of the necklace, one strand.
Do you mind if I just move you? Thank you, Tim.
Fine. And then the one that you haven't threaded onto, take that strand round and pass it in the exit of the other strand. Okay, and then pull that through, keeping it as central as you possibly can. Just keep moving it around, keeping it to the top, keeping it in line with the rest of the gemstone. So you've got a nice straight line coming down. And then exactly the same thing again. Put one side of the beading thread through the entrance to the gemstone, and then the other beading thread through that exit again. Okay? And again, just pull that up. And we'll do that one more. So that's one side of the beading thread used as a separate strand, not using as the double. And then the other strand, take it through the exit of the strand before, okay? And then just gently pull it together, just so that the gemstones just about touch. Don't pull it too taut, it needs to have movement, okay? And then the next thing to do is a repetition then, is to take one of the peridot little nuggets and pass both strands through that, okay? Bring that up so that it sits. It's never too late until you've put your clasp on to fiddle with the beading thread, okay? So just keep straightening it up till it's pleasing, and as I say, make sure when you come to the point that you're putting the final part of your clasp on, i.e. the jump ring on the other side of the necklace when you finished it, just check through the whole design, particularly when you've got a weave, because some of it may have shifted by the time you've got round to that point, but it's not too late until you've crimped it and cut it off to just keep on moving the beading thread, and then once you're happy with that, that's the time to crimp your crimp bead and finish the necklace off. So just continue down the neckline with another repeat of the 3 rhodonite, and the sort of cluster at the base of this neckline here is purely little, you know how you would make a bracelet, say an elasticated bracelet, where you thread gemstone onto the elastic or onto thread or monofilament and then just tie it off. There's, I think, 4 strands, 4 little bracelets of peridot, and then I think all the tourmaline has gone into making 8 little rounds.
They're like little donuts, aren't they?
Absolutely, and then cluster them all together. You could put them, you could try and colour code your tourmaline if you wanted to.
Yes, because that's what you've done. You've done your pinks and your dark
colours. So it just goes through a spectrum. So at the point when those need to come on in this design is just before you'll see there's a triangle of rhodonite. So all that is using the original technique that you've used further up the neckline, taking one of the rhodonite in with one beading thread and then the opposite beading thread through the exit of the bead, okay? And then on each beading thread separately put one rhodonite. Oh, this is such a pretty pink, this one.
Yeah.
This is the beauty of making jewellery with gemstone is when you're looking at it, you're not looking at a block of colour.
No.
You're looking at interest.
All the different variations.
You're looking at interest, yeah. And then just bring the beading threads together. Now, what I did before I started threading on those little circlets was I did keep out for either side. I knew I was going to use tourmaline on either side of that cluster, so I kept one tourmaline in order to bring these three together. But in this case, what we'll do is we'll use one of the peridot because they're the same size nuggets, and just to close that up there. Okay, but that in my design is a tourmaline because I've got tourmaline there and tourmaline over here. Then just thread on all your little circlets of gemstone and then do your mirror image right up to your clasp and finish off.
Fantastic. It's like making a little ring for the finger, actually, isn't it?
Exactly. It's just
stretchy.
a simple stretchy bracelet method, and when you tie your knots off, just a little bit of jewellery glue or a little bit of nail varnish just to give it that extra bit of strength.
Fabulous, and proved very popular, Linda. Thank you for that. All of the kits have been allocated on the live show, but don't forget to check out, please. And for those of you that missed out, what I'm going to do now is review some kits that have been launched on shows before. They're low in stock, but we're going to revisit them so that you can get involved with your jewellery making today. And we'll catch up with Linda later for the actual catch up on the challenge. And we've got 20 minutes till we launch that kunzai. That's what's important as well. Thank you, Linda. We'll see you in a moment, darling. So let's bring you some of those other kits, okay, so that we can feel like we can be included in the jewellery making today. Alrighty, do you know what's in it? Okay, got it. Right, gold-plated findings in this one. How do I know? It's the gold-coloured beading thread. We've got beautiful fire agate, sponge coral. I'll find out for you. It's 4-strand kit. Wow, and a hematite. Look at these. 4-strand kit. Look at that colour pop. Beautiful. It's called Wild Thing. You've got your fire agate puffy ovals, 3 centimetres by 2 centimetres. Got this lovely, almost animal print, like snake print look to them. You've got your light brown fire agate there as well, with that frosty white on there. 30 carats of hematite. You've also got I haven't got it in here, but there's a hematite pendant with this kit as well. A 30 carat hematite pendant, and actually this isn't my sponge coral, it's my Chinese jade. Here's my hematite pendant. Look at that for a kit. 4 strands and the pendant, gold, and the silver is gold plated, everybody. The silver is gold plated. You've got the bolt ring clasps, the shepherd hooks, the head pins, and the crimp beads. So it's all silver that is gold plated. Your colour beading thread is of the gold variety, and you've got your elastic, and you've got your hematite pendant in there as well, which is 30 carats, and 150 carats of the hematite rondelles. What a kit, Linda.
It's gorgeous.
Isn't that gorgeous? Yeah. The things we could do with that today.
And it's not sparkling on the monitor like it is sparkling over there, is it? It's
love that. That colour is the colour of your top there.
That's
the coral,
that shock of orange Michelle
Chinese
was on
jade,
about
yeah.
earlier, weren't you? Saying
yes.
that, things are that shock of. I mean, it looked fantastic on Gemma. That would.
Yeah, wouldn't it?
Cool,
it looked fantastic. Let's put it on her.
Yeah.
There we go, Gemma. Yeah, love. Treat yourself.
The whole thing would look amazing with that frock.
Oh, give her a bit of hematite there. Let's slip on a bit of a pendant.
Beautiful.
Made to go with it, isn't
Absolutely
it, really?
Gorgeous.
Oh, she's off. She's ready to step out again now. She's not feeling so loathsome or so naked. Wild Thing. She's just not finished, is she? She's got some jewellery. Beautiful. Wow, what a kit. Wild Thing it's called. It's kind of almost got that wild animal print in that. These are beautiful. It's incredible. And then the pendant. And the gold-plated silver findings. Low in stock, though. When we're talking low in stock, I'm talking double figures and invariably under 50. So $24.95. There's a lot in that kit. 300 of the fire agate ovals, 650 of the fire agate 16mm rounds, 2 carats of the Chinese jade 10mm rounds, a 30 carat hematite drop pendant, and 150 carats of the hematite rondelles. All of your gold-plated silver, 50 meters of that gold-coloured beading thread, large and small gift bag, and 6 meters of clear elastic. Alrighty, love that. Gemma likes that one. Hopefully you got that code. Alrighty. This is incredible, wow. Look at these. Whoa, look at these pearl nuggets. Just goes to show you how incredible the natural forms of pearl can be. Wow. And this patterning on these. This is called my Montpellier jewellery kit. Ooh. And I know, look at those beautiful freshwater baroque forms of the pearl. Some of them look like little sea lions or octopus. That looks like one of those sort of flatfish, stingrays. Some of them look like dolphins, fish. There's a big flatfish there. Oh, there he is. Isn't that beautiful? Absolutely beautiful. Sea lions. And then here you've got these large black veined jasper graduated nuggets ranging from 29, nearly 3 centimetres down to 11 on 7. And then you've got this carved Chinese black jade. It looks like the Maori kind of designs on there, doesn't it? What a beautiful kit. All sterling silver. I can see Linda making faces at me there.
I know. I say there's some people have been quite sceptical of those baroque pearls.
They're
but
amazing.
You know, get them home and look at them before you sort of be sceptical about them, because I know they look quite weird in shape, but you know, set with those other gemstone jewelry, they're going to make the most stunning jewelry. Jewelry that you've never seen before.
Exactly. Original.
And they're so silvery, aren't they?
The rainbow off them, because the surface is so irregular.
Beautiful.
Green, purple, pink, reds. I mean, the orient, the colours are just incredible. It is like a rainbow landed on the desk. And I love the irregularity of them. I think that's part of their charm.
I think that is really what I looked up, and that's what drew me. I didn't immediately think, oh, what's that? I thought, my goodness, those are beautiful.
Yeah, and so different. So different.
And just set within, anybody who's a little bit experienced in jewellery design will know that kit will work beautifully.
The difference they can make in a design, just a few.
Yeah.
Amazing looking, aren't they, Michelle? You seen them before?
I haven't seen them before, actually. Not that size.
Yeah.
But I would get a little shell, drill a little hole in it, wire wrap it, and put that on. It's very oceanic.
Beautiful,
oceanic,
isn't it?
yeah.
It goes such
the
a long way.
aquamarine earlier.
One of those is just going to be a showstopper.
Showstopper's right. And at $24.95 a show-stopping price, but limited availability for all of these. Limited availability. Okay. Montpellier. Right, Manhattan Nights up next. Definitely give that one a try, because you're seeing such gems that you normally wouldn't see. Oh, look at this colour pop. Oh, fluorite. My word, this is beautiful. These really are rocking it out. A double strand, if you like, a 90 centimetre strand of your fluorite nuggets. That incredible colour of that Chinese jade. And then our dark black agate ovals, faceted as well, so extra sparkle there. Love, love, love this colour. They're beautiful, those agates. Are they lovely? And the fluorite nuggets, 280 carats, 310 of the Chinese jade rondelles, 340 of the agate ovals. Don't forget my kunzite coming up at 2:45. Everybody double figures. Very exciting, I know. All the sterling silver in Manhattan Heights as well. Elastic, beading thread, gift bags. All in there, all incorporated in the kit. Everything you need. And every day you can watch us with our new designs, free DVD and booklet, new buyers. Regulars will already be loving this colour, because whenever I've seen this colour in a kit, there, you can see that close up there, it's absolutely sold out in terms of the Chinese jade. This originally was $24.95, but for the limited availability of the remaining stock, it's coming in a lot lower, $21.95. I'd be very tempted to put those lovely nuggets we launched earlier. Do you remember I said they look nice with the fluorite, those quartz nuggets? $21.95 for that kit. Getting a little bit of a queue on the phone lines there, but stay with us. It's a free phone number, don't forget. Free phone number. And with a limited stock available, you've got to jump on it. You've got to jump on it, my beautiful jewellery makers. Mountain Mist. It's got my favourite in it, golden obsidian. Oh, look at those. Look at those. Whoa, what about those, Gemma? Whoa! I know, she likes those. Look at the size of these howlights. 1,220. They're the size of a snooker ball. Well, not literally. 2 centimetres. Then you've got howlite that is 8mm rounds, 150 carats. Then you've got the howlite that is the 4mm rounds at 35 carats. But then you've got these favourite gold and obsidian 8mm rounds with that shimmering gold on the surface. 4 strands, mountain mist. You see the golds there? It's like a shiller of gold dust. We were just discussing the strands that were in the Chosen by You earlier, weren't we? The gold and obsidian, different shape. Beautiful. All the silver in there as well, the monochromatic, the beading thread. What a cracking kit. I mean, if you had just had some lovely labradorite or some any of the black onyx that I launched earlier. Do you remember those bulb black onyxes? They were amazing. They were under £10. They would look great with this kit. Do you remember those? The bulbs, the black onyx bulbs? Oh, beautiful. And you can see the little rivers of the howlite, the manganese oxide in there. 4 strands in the kit as well. Lovely, easy shapes for somebody relatively new to work with because they're all the lovely rounds in the 4, the 8, and the 2 centimetre. Low in stock though, under £30. Originally, this was above £30. So £29.95. I think originally it was £31.95. It's £29.95. Amazing. Final one. Final one. My zoisite, my amethyst, and my Chinese jade. Very willowy, very gentle, this one. My zoisite there in the little pinks, the ruby flecks, moving into the purples of that most famous tanzanite in that family. You've got the light amethyst nuggets there, 260 carats, and you've got the dark, rich purple Malay jade, 4mm rounds as well. So if you like, just tying it all together. Rock On, this one's called. All of your silvers in the kit as well. Now, wouldn't you know what look lovely in this when we do it in a moment? Can't believe it's here. Yeah, the kunzite, baby. Look at that. Can you believe I've got kunzite at the show today? And I didn't talk about it earlier because I didn't believe I had it. So, the kunzite is only 10 minutes away, not even that. $24.95. Fantastic price. Low in stock though. We've got 10 minutes to talk about our watch project with lovely Linda before we launch the kunzite. After this, we'll do that. And then we'll have a catch up with everybody. Hold that line, hold that line. Well done. Okay, I'm going to go and see Linda again. She's been working on a project today that includes a brooch and the watch finding, the mother of pearl watch finding that we had earlier. I'm going to take the kunzite. We'll launch that after this next section, and then we'll have a catch up with the girls because I can see a prolific amount of work there, and we've also got to have a catch up with Linda today and her challenge. You okay, ladies?
Yes, thank you.
Okay. Wow.
I'm
now
not quite sure what we're going to put this on, so
shall I hold it, darling?
Yes,
yeah, I'll hold it.
That would be good because I've lost my brooch display.
Now we often forget about the brooch pins that we have available, from which we can dangle all sorts of beautiful designs. I often see them on waistcoats and, you know, dressy pieces that you see in the shops, very funky sort of clothes and what have you. But you just think, oh, I could just make my own, or on the back of your coat or your jacket, on your bag. These are beautiful. And they've got those connectors there, haven't they, for you to hang from?
Yeah, I mean, they, to me, are as much a feature of that as they are a mechanic as well. So, but you can make those disappear by threading in and out of them.
And you made like little nuggety...
Yeah, little, I mean, it's a flower watch charm. So I thought, well, let's use the gemstone and just put 3 little flowers on it, and which I've placed 2 at the top of the charm itself, and then 1 on the little pin. and then just done a waterfall really using the chain. I mean, it's a great little project kit this is, because you've got your bronze pearl, you've got your
coral and pearl chain.
Yeah, and you've got your
coral nuggets.
Yes, exactly. It's a little cracker, this one.
Especially if you've got that pearl bundle early, because we could almost use some of those nuggets in there in a similar fashion, couldn't we?
Exactly, and with the mother of pearl face on the watch as well, that works with the coral, if you want to look at it from that point of view, and obviously the pearl as well.
Yeah.
Obviously it's up to you as the sort of design that you do in the brooch. This is again an idea. But I quite like these brooches having a sort of a waterfall effect if there's chain available. I think that really, really works well. And obviously if you're going to wear that on a jacket, if you're going to wear it on a nice plain black dress, then I think that it's just going to create a lot of interest.
It's beautiful, Linda, absolutely beautiful. It is, and it's a lovely gift idea.
Yes, it is.
Because it's functional but very decorative as well, very pretty.
Yeah.
And it's not for you to decide where or how you wear it. It could be on your jacket, on your dress, or whatever.
Absolutely not. And again,
your bag.
You wait till you see how much coral that you've got in this kit. You know, if you think, oh, I'm a little bit, you know, I'd like to change that. Trust me, we've got the beading thread syndrome here. You've got that much coral, it'll go on forever.
Let's show you that, in fact, and then we'll look at your other pieces there, honey. This is the long nuggets, because this is a brooch and bracelet bundle. So what we give you is this long nugget strand of the red coral. You've also got the little irregular chocolate potato pearls. You've got the length of silver chain, which incorporates the perfect coral rounds and the pearl. You've got your brooch pin, as you can see, it as it stands undecorated. You've got your mother of pearl flower watch.
Which is beautiful.
It is beautiful. It's got a carabiner clasp there on the top as well. So you've just clipped that onto.
No, what I've actually done is I removed that lobster claw because I didn't really need it. So I said, well, you know, let's take it off.
Okay.
And then when you move on through this project in a minute, you'll see that it should be at the back of that necklace.
Oh, we've got our wire.
Yeah, exactly. So you don't really, you can keep that on, but you don't need to. You can just fashion it without that.
Oh
so
yeah, you've just
remove
attached
it and use it somewhere else.
So this is all included in the project kit, and you didn't just make the brooch, as you know, because you said there was so much left over. So
exactly.
We've got this beautiful bracelet. I can see the wire put to great effect here.
Yes.
And that wire is.
Yeah, it's 0.6.
Oh, sorry, I beg your pardon. 0.6, it's running away from here. So if I just twiddle that around.
Perfect.
So talk me through this, my darling.
Well, the wire is a perfect gauge for this sort of work because it's basically head pin gauge, 0.6-ish. So it'll pass through the gemstones quite easily. That's just using the wire. I have made, first of all, I just made a jump ring at the beginning of the wire, using a long length of wire and then just doubling it as I did in that earlier project with the kit, and then just threading on, randomly threading on, letting the wire do its work, let it be seen, don't worry about that. Just threading on in a pleasing design to you. This is the way I saw it, and then in the middle I put that 3-strand gemstone chain in, which I made myself, using the wire and using the gemstone, and then just repeated the design at the other side, and then finished off making a little U-bend, what I call a U-bend clasp to go through the jump ring at the beginning. I think it works really, really well. Very basic wire work.
Very effective. And then the necklace.
And then the necklace, that has massive amounts of coral in it, with the odd pearl that's just threaded and bundled into a choker, really.
And that's where you say.
Yeah, exactly. And that's using the wire. I haven't used any beading thread. I've only used what's in this little project kit. That necklace is made using wire.
And you put your carabiner.
Yeah, and I put the carabiner clasp at the back, which I took off the watch itself.
That's very decorative. It's very eye-catching. It's all made out of this one kit.
Nothing more, nothing less, completely from what's in this bundle kit.
It's brand new today. We've got the mother of pearl watch. The 10 metres of the, £20, under £20. Now, of course, you can go in any direction you desire, but these are just 3 examples of you know, what you can make from this lovely kit. Fantastic, isn't it? I mean, it's just beautiful. Under £20.
I mean, if you haven't used or noticed the brooch findings before, this might just sort of set you, you know, on another aspect of jewellery making, really.
Exactly, exactly. And you've got that brooch there to be as creative or as inventive as you like.
Exactly, yeah, you can really, if you want to, because you've got wire in the kit, you can almost disguise that brooch pin if you wanted to by twisting the wire around the frame of that brooch pin. And disguise the mechanics completely there. I just quite like the organic look of that. I quite like pins anyway, and I quite like the look of it. It's very, it's very
your denim jacket or your waistcoat or
sort of, you know, I won't say steampunk jewellery, but you know, meeting it a quarter of the way.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Yeah.
Brand new today, £19.95, the brooch and bracelet bundle. Well, I hate to rush on, but we have got the kunzite to launch. I'm just gonna stay put.
Yeah,
Am I staying with you?
No, absolutely not. No,
I tell you what I'll do.
I can see it close up now. Go on, try that kunzite.
Because you've got to get set up and show me what you've made.
Right.
So let's launch the kunzite. We'll stay, and then I'll catch up with Linda in terms of where she is on the challenge, and then we can all go and see the girls. This kunzite, I can't believe I didn't tell you about it earlier. I'm sorry, we didn't think we had it in the show, but we have. We're about to launch it now. I'm starting with double figures. It's beautiful, Linda, isn't it?
It's absolutely. It's the most diverse kunzite I've seen in a long time. In as much as it's got your very, very pale pinks, but you've got that beautiful lilac, which kunzite's famous for.
It's just stunning. I adore kunzite. We just can't get it at the moment.
No, we can't.
You know, we used to be able to get the Petroki, and then I'm just trying to remember the name of the region we went to. It was close by to the Petroki mines there for the kunzite, but we just physically, it's just not coming out of the ground, and the price points are ridiculous because it's such a precious, beautiful gem. The demand in the market's so high.
Just look at those.
I mean, it's a Pleochrote gem. You get, as Linda said, the purples, the violets, the lilacs. It's got almost like a pearlescent sheen because it has this ability to phosphoresce like rubies do, to glow in the evening light. That's why they call it the evening gemstone. So very feminine, very beautiful, very precious. I'm starting only with double figures. Dave! The girls are looking at me, wishing, willfully looking, urging you on to get the card out, Dave, because seriously, this is going to go like hotcakes. What does he need to do, girls? Get the card out. Get the card out. Yeah. Seriously, Dave, get the card out. There'll be no more cakes in that kitchen otherwise.
No, that's true.
There'll be no more dinners. That'll be it, Dave. That'll be it. Okay, good luck, everybody. Good luck. Brand new today. I don't know if I'll ever stand here and show you kunzite again. So please, I hope it will happen, obviously, but please don't miss out on this opportunity. I did say $1:45. You what? Old what? No. What have they done? I'm packing up. I'm going.
She's going.
I'm disgusted. I'm disgusted with that price.
Certainly, well, that's mine then. I'll have that one. She's gone. She's left the building.
No, I refuse. I'm not selling it for that price. Linda, carry on.
How much is it then?
I can't bear to tell you. This is just no.
I've never seen her this stroppy ever.
I'm having a strop.
I haven't, honestly. I've never seen her like this before. She's obviously quite offended.
I'm offended.
Yeah.
I'm officially offended.
Officially offended.
I hang my head.
Well, they won't change their mind, so you might as well tell them how much it is. Sorry, Fee, but you know what? You got to do it.
I haven't.
Take a deep breath. Yes, you have. Do a deep breath.
I haven't.
Yeah.
Can't make me.
Yes, yeah, I'm making. Sorry. She's crying. There's tears in her eyes.
I think it's gone anyway, Linda. Nobody talk to me for at least a quarter of an hour. I'm having a moody.
Look, even her hair's going frizzy because she's that hot and bothered.
That is ridiculous.
Come on then.
Show me your designs. Talk to me about something else.
Word, it is. I'm going as well.
Exactly. Come on, let's just pack up. Come on. That's insulting, darling. Talk to me about your design. They're all gone.
Okay, let's.
That was just neither here nor there, was it? Oh,
let's load up then. Sorry about that. We got completely and utterly offended. There you go. Right. I nearly put me Tanzanite cupcake up then. My Tanzanite cupcake.
Well, you could believe it today with the insanity that's been going on. Right, you have since we met, you've used those incredible teal pearls. Now, this is my pearl bundle. Yeah. Look at those. Oh, my word. Look at the silver findings in there. I love those spirals. Balls.
They are lovely, aren't they?
On our website.
They're on the website. You've got there's the gunmetal ones, there's gold ones, there's the silver ones. And if I start to scream, I've got cramp in my foot, so my voice is slightly getting hysterical.
That's because of the kunzite.
It's the kunzite cramp.
Cramp in the foot because of the kunzite. And then, hello. Sorry about that. There we go.
Here we go.
Thank you. That beautiful bracelet with your
a little bracelet. I think those olivey colours work really well with those teal-coloured pearls.
Gorgeous.
And just with that little dropper like that, and it is meant to be asymmetrical, so it isn't meant to be between those two blue pearls there. It's an absolute beauty of a bundle pack, this. It's got something for everybody in it, in my view. If you like pearls, you're going to love this.
Absolutely. The incredible colours there. And beautiful. And again, the tiara, which you started with. And we've made these earrings as well.
Yes, just some. And they're so, I keep using the word organic, but they are so organic. And each one is marginally different to its neighbour. And that's the beauty of gemstone for me.
Yeah. Gorgeous. So it's a 10-strand bundle, £53.70 to buy them separately. You've got all those gorgeous colours in the 10-strand bundle. This is what Linda's been working with today, and I dare say there's loads left over because, of course, we've interrupted her several times and she hasn't had quite the time to use them all, but there's loads on the tray.
Loads, I've got loads
left.
Tons and tons
but that's the beauty of it. We don't have to use it all at once, but they're just gorgeous. The shapes, the colours. Whether you want to go down the bridal route, whether you want to go down the funky route for a lovely simple pair of earrings or a very, that's a mix. That's like a mix of the traditional and the fashionable.
Yeah, exactly.
It's beautiful, that necklace as well. So gorgeous, gorgeous bundle there. Big saving with each of those pearl strands working out about £4.20 each. Yeah, excellent. Beautiful. So there you have it, brand new today. Well, will you join me, Linda, to go and see the girls? Because there's a few Wall of Fames to read out as well.
Okie dokie.
There's more walking off happening. Actually, could I just quickly borrow those? Okay, darling, thank you very much, because we've got so many to... I'll quickly whiz through these, and then you can show me your designs, because there's so many. Wow.
Wow.
Wow, 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 wow. So I'll quickly do these, and if you get ready to talk me through your designs, that'd be brilliant. This is number 75. This is Eileen, Rainbow Hematite. When she visited her son, she bought that. Okay, good luck. Eileen. Denise, you are number 73, and she's had a fab week with the bargains and these to show. She's officially addicted to quartz, and she hopes to be on the Sunday sofa one day. Well, good luck. I hope so too. I'd love to see those designs. Number 71, this is Celia from Swindon, using labradorite and Chinese jade. Beautiful, Celia. Christine in Hampshire, you're number 74. Using the agate and the Chinese jade. She says, all the best to everyone, still loving the show whenever I can, although my debit card is due a spell at the Priory. It's exhausted, poor thing. Sorry to be so quick, but I wanted you to see your designs. This is classic pearl quality. Number 68, this is Bev. Extra texture from all those shell pearl drops. Enjoys the late shows. We're all as mad as a box of frogs. Just going to say hi to my Facebook buddies in the JM Mahusive. They know who they are, so that's Bev. Good luck, Bev. Lovely designs there, number 68. Number 69 is Bex in Matlock, Derbyshire, and only started using polymer clay last week, and she's blended that with the spacer beads from the bottom of her bead box. So it's a real odds and bobs and end job, but I think that's beautiful, Bex, with the polymer clay there. Nice to see you using the different materials here at Jewellery Maker. Over to number 70, another pearl fabulous creation there. And she adores hematite, loves learning new techniques. It's Vicky, and she's on the famous JM diet, beans on toast, because she needs all the money for jewellery. So Vicky, good luck. Let's hope you win then, so you can have something other than beans. You're number 70. And number 72 is Sarah, and she recently made the hematite necklace with a shell pendant, and she sold it recently at a jewellery party. And another lady asked me to make her a similar one, who also loved it. So Sarah, good luck. And nice to see you are making lots of your designs. So girls, have you found it?
Great.
Yeah?
Been busy.
You have been busy. Let's just take a look. Since we've met, we've got another bracelet, another 3 bracelets. This is, the kit was called Turkish Delight. That was it, wasn't it? Yes. This is incredible. I love that, with the little nugget and your fondness for the wire work there. And look at this. If I bring this forward with the tiger's eye and the gizmo work there, beautiful, with the silver spaces there as well. Now, the Turkish Delight jewellery kit had the agate and the pink Chinese jade in it. And we also gave the girls a 3-strand pack of the hematite and the shell pearl. And then you had an extra strand of the tiger's eye, didn't you?
That's right, yes.
Beautiful. What's your favourite piece, just out of interest?
I don't know, it's very difficult. I like them all for different reasons.
Beautiful.
But the gemstones are great. You know, they're easy to work with. You can combine all of those strands quite easily because they match quite nicely.
They do, don't they? Very different looks.
It's very difficult to say which is an actual favourite. I think I would tend to go for that one.
Oh, right. You've made that predominantly out of the Turkish Delight kit, haven't you? As you can see on your screen there. That had the purple amethyst hearts, the large 2-centimetre agates, and then the smaller Chinese jade, bright fuchsia pink nuggets in there as well. Beautiful. $21.95. And over to Rachel. Oh, now we've since made lots more. Over to Linda. Talk me through those designs with Rachel.
Just looking at these, it's great to see a young person's take on
exactly.
jewellery. I'm not saying that you know, but it is, because it's gone really funky. She's used the colours with this bright blue wire, made really, really, I think, teenager-friendly jewellery there, isn't it? You know, I mean, all your friends, I'm sure, would be wearing anything like that if you gave them that as a present, wouldn't they? So, I mean, your personality is coming through there, and it's great. Of the vibrance of what's happening here, and the courage of it as well, to be truthful, you know, and it's really, really worked. I mean, we've both used exactly the same gemstone, and you've just got entirely different looks.
Very different.
Yeah, great. I
Any
love
face?
these
I know you showed me those at the start,
I love
Rachel.
that.
Yeah,
absolutely love that.
Spiral.
I mean, those are big, big gemstones, and you haven't been frightened to use them in a big, big way. I think that's great.
Gorgeous. Any favourite pieces there, Rachel? What's your favourite that you've made?
Probably that one.
Oh, your tiger's eye, of course, had to be, didn't it, with your silver spaces there.
Yeah.
And is that just a weave technique, is it? And your potato pearls?
Yeah.
Yeah, gorgeous. Beautiful. Could you lift that on your hand, please, for me, Linda? Because it's the black background. We're just losing. That's all right, darling. We're just losing the essence of that lovely tiger's eye.
Yeah, it's absolutely beautiful,
isn't it?
It's got
so pretty.
It's got that used with the peacock pearls as well. I mean, it's just absolutely gorgeous.
You've worked hard, ladies.
Beautiful.
From the other side of the TV, I mean, on the camera you don't pick up all the detail from the tiger's eye.
No, you don't.
Lose it.
You do. You're absolutely right.
So
you can't see that trying to see.
It's very difficult to see it when you're watching the actual TV, but when you hear and you see it, it's like, wow.
Yeah.
You know, it really does have a life of its own.
We should all get tiger's eye in our collection, and then we'd see it, wouldn't we?
Yeah.
We'd see that beautiful blue tiger's eye. If you missed the code of that, we're trying to put them on the bottom of the screen there. So the tiger's eye will be coming up now. That was the 3-strand pack of the shell pearl and potato pearls, but there's the tiger's eye, $8.95. There you have it, the blue tiger's eye at the bottom of the screen. Any codes we've missed, you will see at the start of the show, which will be repeated at the end. So girls, having watched what I've been doing, what Linda's been doing, anything that you wish Dave had got? Or if you were sitting at home today, in all honesty, Dave aside, if you were sitting at home today, what would you have plugged for on today's show?
I think the aquamarine.
The aquamarine.
And the kunzite.
And the kunzite. Yeah, they were steals.
Yeah.
I'm still having a moody about that.
Sorry.
There'll be words upstairs. No, you don't have to apologise. It's fantastic for everybody at home. They've got it, but goodness me. What's the world coming to? Yeah, the kunzite and the aquamarine. How about you, Linda?
I love my pearl bundle. I'm just looking at it from over here.
Lovingly looking at it.
I just think that it's such a bargain.
Yeah.
First and foremost, it's a massive bargain, and you've just got such a lot of jewellery making.
Yeah. So many different routes we can go down, can't we?
Absolutely.
Yeah, beautiful. My favourite's been the cupcakes. Those lovely cupcakes you made. I've still got to have them though, haven't we? Thank you very much for taking part. I hope you've enjoyed it. Is it what you thought it would be?
A little bit different.
A little bit different. What way?
I suppose it's more relaxed than what we thought. So it's been really nice rather than sitting here on edge.
Yeah, no, I'm glad. I didn't want you to feel.
No, we've really enjoyed ourselves. Thank you for having us.
Good. You're more than welcome. More than welcome. And don't forget to catch the late show tonight between 5 and 9 for more bargains, because of course you can still roll over that 1p&p. I'd like to say thank you to Linda for all her hard work. Will we see you next Sunday again, Linda?
Monday.
Mayday Monday. Okay. Linda will be with us on Mayday Bank Monday. But thank you for watching. Enjoy the repeats. If you want to catch up on any of the designs or you missed any of the codes, always give us a ring, you know, just in case there is some of that stock availability on the repeat show. But enjoy your Sunday afternoon. Let's hope it stopped raining, girls, finally.
Hopefully.
Have a great weekend. I'll see you next week sometime, but take care from us and bye-bye and enjoy your weekend. Thanks for watching.
You can watch Jewellery Maker live every day from 9 till 1 on Sky 655, Virgin 756 or FreeSat 807. Get creative with Jewellery Maker. You can now keep in touch by following Jewellery Maker on Twitter. Get interactive with Jewellery Maker.
The Jewellery Maker Wall of Fame is where you get to showcase your skills as a jewellery designer. And each week, one lucky entrant will win £100 credited to their Jewellery Maker account, and the runner-up receives £50. If you want to enter your design, just send a photo to studio@jewellerymaker.com, or you can post your photos to Wall of Fame, Coloured Rocks Limited, Unit 2D, Eagle Road, Moonsmote, Redditch, B989HF. Good luck and happy jewellery making!